episode 12.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, though? It's your girl Jen checking in.
It's your boy T Double, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. Listen, yeah.
Period. What he
Episode
said.
12.
He didn't ran out of fingers, bro.
Or is this 11, 12?
This 12. I know.
You lost count just because we just putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just big ups to us for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to y'all for tuning in.
What up, dog?
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all the goats, but not
gym.
in the demonic way. But we'll talk about that later. Y'all are the greatest. And
Shooting in the gym.
I love y'all. Yep. I love y'all for shooting in the gym with us. It's really nothing you can do about it. I love you and nothing you can do about it. Okay? Yes, girl. But with the hood twist though. You know what I'm saying? Did you used to watch that show?
What's
Welcome
that?
Back, Carter.
I've never seen that. I got that Welcome Back from Mace. That was my
I thought you did.
I was a big Mace fan back then when he came out with that album.
I was.
And that was like my favorite song on the album. And when I say I literally played it, I played it and I played it, I ran it. I was just running with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was the one they had the little Harlem Shake
it's funny
something
because you have that little drawl. Kind of like how Mace talk.
No, I don't think. Well,
it's not that.
Yeah,
it's
right.
not as deep as his.
His is bad. His is like
you
lazy
very
talk.
laid back like him. I think I should have got
thing.
some tissue. I'm finna be snotty nose in a minute.
Oh my God, you're gonna be all right. Just use what's there and then.
I'm finna get some paper towel.
Right, it's a bunch of paper towel in there. Wow.
Yeah. But that's gonna make my nose hurt.
Yeah, I got that from Mace. That was my song back then. That was my album back then. That was my thing. So, yeah, that's where that came from. But on today's episode, guys, it's a lot for you. Don't forget, this happens to be the last episode of the month. Get those comments in.
Yes!
Because we have to go over.
What is it? 2 more days in the month left?
Yeah, right. So we have to do our part, but you guys got to do your part. Get those comments in. To the best comment.
Girl, I used to love MASH, so you ain't got to tell me.
I used to like
fall off our
I used to like MASH a little bit. Radio was my boy on MASH because he was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Seinfeld. I used to watch a lot of Seinfeld. I used to like Kramer. Kramer was my boy because he was funny.
I ain't gonna say I used to watch a lot of Seinfeld.
I watched a lot of Seinfeld.
Few episodes.
No, I watched a lot. Seinfeld was funny to me, hilarious.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say hilarious. It was okay.
It is. To me. That's to me.
That white people shit.
Listen. I
don't mean to be racist. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't relate as much to all of it. Some of it I could relate to, but
I mean, I didn't. So I understand, but when I was young, I didn't watch TV to relate to it. I watched the TV to be entertained. Like, I understand what you're saying though, but what I honestly like, I watched that '70s show. I watched a bunch of TV, like a bunch of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a, I couldn't do MASH.
I used to love MASH.
How you feel about Seinfeld is how I was about MASH. I will watch every once in a while because I'm up around this time, and there's nothing else for me to really do. This is the channel that I can't find nothing else, and you know what I'm saying. It was kind of funny. One episode, radio was saying some stupid stuff. It was funny one time, and then I was like, I guess if I'm up, you know what I'm saying. I used to rather watch Cops than to watch MASH. Like,
I mean, I love Cops too, but see, I think for me, I could relate to MASH because my mom was in the Army.
Understood. Now I understand that. No, that's
so I guess I just used to imagine that it was my mom. She didn't. I mean, MASH was out when I was little, as seasoned as I am.
Yeah, MASH was out when I was a kid, so yeah, it was out for a minute. Yeah, it was the
MASH
thing.
and Cheers was together for me.
Cheers was my one. Listen, you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Starters is my Cheers.
Listen, my boy in Cheers.
And dang, it's a tie between Starters and Celebrity. I think Celebrity is my Cheers because they know my name.
My boy in Cheers used to go in there. Oh, Norm.
Yeah, and they had his beer ready.
Yes, I'm talking about the tall glass. My boy Norm drinking off one of these right here. Okay, Norm off one of these, man.
Yeah,
Troubles
cheers was
are
my
all the
favorite.
same. You wanna go where
But no,
everybody
I'm gonna tell you,
knows
wasn't
your
none of that better than
name.
Married with Children for me.
I understood. I'm with
When
you.
I tell you, we in our house we used to love Married
I'm
with
with you.
Children so much that when my little brother was a baby, like an arm baby in the car seat,
Yeah.
we would have to turn the TV down when Married with Children is about to come on because that initial dun, 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 dun. Remember when the waterfall and will come up
Absolutely.
and it make that's waking him up every time. He could be
Yeah.
in a deep sleep when Married with Children come on. Stevie was waking up and started to cry and shit.
Oh yeah, he wanted to see it. He wanted to be in front of
Yes,
the
I
TV.
love Al Bundy and Kelly Bundy and just the whole family, man.
Excuse me. Yeah, absolutely. You got it.
They put me in a mind of, or should I say, Shameless put me in a mind of like the modern day Bundys. Like they expanded on the Bundys with Shameless.
I haven't seen. I don't know nothing about. Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't know. Don't know it.
Oh my god. So y'all already know we got to binge watch Shameless, and we're gonna talk about it out here to see what he think about it. Cause if you know, you know.
Yeah, I haven't.
Leave a comment below if you watched Shameless, yes or no. Let me know, yes or no. Have you seen any episodes of Shameless? And if so, what did you think about it? Yeah. Who was your favorite character?
Rated 1 to 10.
Rated 1 to 10. Don't give him no spoilers for real. Don't tell him about it too much.
Yeah, I just need to know how you feel about it.
Right, just rate it in the comments.
Yeah, let me know what you think about it. Because I haven't seen it.
Girl, he ain't seen a lot of shit. Hey, Lynn, love you, girl.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Girl, well, he ain't seen a lot of shit. Nah, we ain't gonna even take his black card because...
No, let's get to it since we getting there. I don't know what's specifically labeled a black car movie. What's your black car movie list?
Shameless ain't necessarily a black car movie though.
No, I understand that, right?
Okay.
But since we getting there, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My thing is, do I feel like I have seen every? No. Do I feel like I have seen a lot of? Yes. The thing is, what it comes down to is the most important ones. People be like, I know you've seen this one, and I be like,
I mean, it's a good 20 for me. I feel like it's a good 20. Oh, see, Cass said Shameless is a 10.
Okay.
Frank and Debbie, they is my favorite too. I have to say. I mean, because I like Fiona, but I just wanted her to do so much different. I feel like Frank and Debbie was just what I expected. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't expect too much more about them. Okay, Lynn, so listen. You are like him, have not seen the show. Go Google it and watch it. And we're going to watch it together. Next week, we're going to come on here and talk about it. Hey, Mary. Yeah, love you, girl.
I know nothing about it.
We talking about Shameless. Man, just the whole family. That's why I said, like, I can't even, they just like, the Bundys. I can't pick. I love them all.
Right. I mean, yeah, the Bundys, yeah, they was cool. I love that. Like, they was like a real, like, you know what I'm saying, with the dysfunctional and
that's
everything.
How you gonna feel about Shameless. And like the character arcs on that show and just the development of the characters was just amazing, bro. And I mean, yeah. And they live in Chicago.
Okay.
So that kind of give you an idea, you know. It's a 10, like she said. For me, it's a 10.
Okay.
For me, it's a 10.
That's 2 10s. I mean, okay, 2 10s. I like that. I like the start. It's 10-10. That's 2 10s.
That's right.
I like that. I like
Go. If you're watching this, thank you so much. Make sure you are following us on YouTube for my friends on Facebook, y'all. Make sure y'all are subscribed to the YouTube, and go on the YouTube, watch the old episodes, make a comment because our favorite commenter is gonna get a gift card next month. It's 2 days left in this month. So we appreciate y'all for commenting here on Facebook. We love y'all so much. But when you get a chance, we want y'all to go on YouTube and leave us a comment. For you Facebook friends, we love y'all.
Please do.
For those of you who watching the replay on YouTube, the live, whichever, YouTube comments get a gift card next month. Okay. Once you watch one episode of Shameless, you're going to be hooked. You're gonna binge it. Shameless was top 10 shows of the 2020s, late 2010s, whatever. Once you watch one episode of Time to Talk It Out, you're gonna be hooked. You're gonna want to binge. Absolutely. So just go ahead and subscribe. Absolutely. It's free. Please, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's free to share. It's free to share. You know what I'm saying? Just show love, support. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, pass it on. Yeah. The next person may like it, even if you don't feel like you like it as much. The next person may do. Just share. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to share, and it's free. So yes. On to
moving right along.
Moving right along. That's one of our moving right along songs. If you can't hear it, sorry to you.
So
we apologize for that.
This week we have to start the show with Lil Pivots, who unfortunately a bit of a sad note. Last week we told you about our Detroit baby, London Thomas. Unfortunately, she was found, and the outcome is not the way we would have liked. She
very sad situation.
Is unalived.
Yeah, very sad.
Allegedly, probably by the boyfriend. He was the last one to have her. That's where the mama dropped her off at. Period.
A sister, or it's
somebody dropped her off to his butt. Allegedly,
it's a lot of different stories out right now.
I love you, Lynn. I love you so much.
It's just sad. It's sad. It's a sad story.
It is. Like I literally felt a pain when I heard it on the news, because I was so hoping that maybe she was somewhere just being grown. Maybe she had got into it with her family members or something like that. But baby girl was in a car or an SUV on the side of some lady's house for weeks. This is what I heard on the news today.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
Correct.
Well, I mean, that's not allegedly. That's a fact that they found the car on the side of a single mother's house.
Well, they did have two stories.
And she was unalive.
Right, that part, absolutely.
That's a fact. That's not allegedly. Now, I'm not saying that the lady that lived in the house had nothing to do with it. That would be alleged. You know what I mean? But the fact that they found it on the side of her house, that's a fact, I believe. Allegedly.
Right.
Because I'm still going to try to protect our channel. But absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, the baby was in Southfield or whatever.
Yeah.
And so she went from Inkster to Westland to Southfield. We know that much in the investigation. Just us internet sleuths can say that. Yeah. With the timeline that the news is giving us. Her people dropped her off in Inkster. Her phone pinged in Westland. She was found in Southfield.
Bingo. Right. Correct.
So, anybody that have any information about what happened to her, if you seen her that night, call Crime Stoppers.
Yeah.
Let's get these guys off the streets who are preying on these young girls and mistreating them.
Yeah, it's got to stop. We got to put that to a stop somewhere.
Listen, you feel like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what? It's bad enough you messing with a girl that's technically under 18. Now, let's be for real. We all know in Michigan, the age of consent is 16. So 17, he wasn't going to jail. So what you unalive her for?
She got dropped off to you.
They obviously was cool with
She
it.
obviously got
Would
access
you
to come
unalive
to
this
you.
baby for?
Back and forth. It's
You
just
can't
crazy.
control yourself with a baby, a kid. You can't walk away from an argument with a child. It's bad enough you messing with her.
It's just not enough. It just seems like it's not enough for you. You just gotta take advantage. You already got that advantage.
That's unrealistic though, Lynn.
Enough. Like
that's unrealistic. And I understand where you coming from, especially us being kind of old school, but that's unrealistic. She wasn't about to be at home. And she didn't have to be at home. She should have been safe wherever her people dropped her off at, especially because you know that if her people dropped her off there, her people thought she was going to be safe there. Her people thought they could trust this person. Yeah. We already know May, December relationships happen all the time. And most of the time it's females dating older guys. First of all, females mature way faster than guys. So let's just be realistic. The age of consent is 16. The girl was 17. The mama took her over there, so the mama obviously had an understanding with her daughter. And the sister, the mama, whatever. Right. Somebody that she knew and trusted took her over there. Because at first they said the mama, I could have sworn. They did. They said both. Okay. They said both of them. So maybe they was in the car together. The mama and the sister was in the car together and dropped her off. The sister might have been driving. But the mama knew exactly where she was, is my point. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, the mama knew exactly who and where to go look for her baby. Her baby didn't have to lie to her. Her baby didn't have to hide nothing from her. Her baby felt comfortable to let her mama know exactly who she was talking to. There's nothing wrong with that until we're talking about the age difference. Excuse me. Then that's where the problem comes in for me. I'm not world's greatest parent. I'm not saying that. My opinion is, personally, now, if that's what you're doing, if you're talking to him and you lying about how old he is, whatever, now, okay, then that's different. But if he's that age and you're talking of that age, I'm going to tell you that's something you shouldn't be doing. You should be probably talking to somebody around your age. I'm not going to tell you no, but if that's what you're doing, I'm not taking you to this person. 17-year-old girls don't want to talk to guys their age.
Is that my thing is
immature. Okay. And then they don't got no money. Games on the internet and play games on the internet and shit all day. 17-year-old girls don't want to talk to 17-year-old boys, they're not going to. That's not even realistic. It ain't been that way. It's a problem for 50 years. That's what creates the problem. Not necessarily. Because it's supposed to be okay for you to step out and go say, because he playing games and doing this, I should be able to talk to somebody 7-8 years older than me. That's not even that much older.
It's not when you old. It's not when you older.
They damn near on the same mental capacity. A 23-year-old young man is immature as fuck. He ain't much more mature than a 17-year-old. Period.
But then he nasty for. But then mental capacity. Oh, it's cool because he. But then he trifling for talking to her though.
Listen, I did not say that. I didn't say that.
Understand that.
I didn't say that.
Where's the
witness? I didn't say that. You say what?
Where's the witness situation? I'm not understanding. Where's you? How is
17 is damn near grown. I could see if she was 13. It's a big difference. You know how much kids and teenagers mature in that age.
16 to 22. It's cool because now she's 16. She's still. That's only 1 year before. She's still young. And it's to the T exactly. Not just soon as you turn 16.
I'm not saying that. It's preferable.
No, I'm not saying it's okay.
But it is okay. It's okay in the eyes of the law. So who am I to say it's not okay? Let me tell you, at 17, I was dating a man considerably older than 23. So damn near twice that age.
The thing is, that don't make it cool.
I didn't say it was cool. I'm saying it's better. This guy is much more closer to her maturity level and development level. First of all. And second of all, regardless to what it was, I'm saying it's cool because her mama didn't have to wonder where she was. Her mama knew because her daughter felt comfortable to tell her the truth. At the end of the day, a 17-year-old could have did that to her. These 17, 18, 19-year-olds is out here wilding out. Or she could have got into an argument with a 17-year-old and the same thing could have happened. So my biggest concern is that my child feels comfortable enough to tell me the truth. I don't give a fuck who or what it is. You don't feel like you have to hide it from me or lie to me about it, because that was the difference between her and Naziah. Her and Zion. Her mama knew where she was at. They knew where to go look early, and they was able to find her body. The shit had happened. You know what I mean?
It still happened. So I mean,
so but we talked about what is justice.
I mean,
her being able to put her hands on her baby's body and give her baby a proper burial and not be like Naziah and Zion's mama 2-3 years later still looking for your baby, don't even have no type of closure because you don't even know where your baby body at, because your baby wasn't comfortable enough to tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear you. I understand.
Because no one ain't right. Really, at the end of the day, if we had our way, a 17-year-old wouldn't be dating nobody. She be focused on getting into the college that she want and having the life that she want. Building her future.
Were we different? Regardless, today's world, yesterday's world, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, 2000, 2020, 2030, 2050, 2070, so on and so forth. You get my message, you get my drift. I don't care what year it is, what day it is. I don't think that it's cool. I don't care. That's my personal opinion, though.
And I appreciate
nobody
that,
has to really.
Right. But in the eyes of the law, it's not illegal.
Where at? At
in
the
Michigan,
age now.
At the age of 16, it's not illegal.
16 and what? Let's be specific. On your 16th birthday, you can date a 40-year-old. A 40-year-old can penetrate 16. You, and that's okay.
They say 16. They say 16.
That ain't how that works. It's a little bit more brushing in on that. It's always.
It should be.
It's always a corner in the end.
It should be.
It's always a corner in the end.
All man shouldn't want to be having no sexual relationship with no 16-year-old, 17-year-old.
He shouldn't even be wanting to feel like he's even compatible to her mentally to say, oh, you know what? Me and her on the same mind.
Men ain't mental. Let's be for real. Men is carnal and physical. All they doing is using these babies for having no real mental connection with them. They're just using them for their bodies. And because a lot of these girls is so damaged, they don't know what love is. They don't have a proper relationship with the Lord. They looking for love in all the wrong places, and they think that that's how they get it, by using their bodies. That's all they hear in the songs. That's all they see on TV. That's all they see because their parents is damaged and living this type of carnal, sin, lustful, sin-filled life. Parents ain't thought to put no type of morals in the kids early. So they don't know when they're being manipulated because it looks familiar to them. They don't know when they're being used and taken advantage of by somebody older because it looks familiar to them. And it don't always turn out bad. Just saying. Everybody not, all 23-year-olds that date 17, 18-year-olds ain't bad, ain't terrible.
That's not that, because that's not the same.
How is that not? Because it's 17 different from 18.
You 23 and you 16.
And 23.
You 23.
But these people was 23 and 17. How is that different?
You said you just turned 16, you legal. You just turned 16, you are not.
You is legal to consent to
on
sex.
Your 16th birthday.
Man, whatever. You still 16. Okay, so it's 6 months later, you still 16?
Right. Bingo. That is exactly.
So tomato, what do it matter? At the age of 16, you're legally able to consent to sex.
Bingo.
What are we?
So it's okay.
Arguing with some
40-year-olds.
I was 17 dating a 49-year-old. Shit. I ain't saying it was right. I didn't say it was okay.
16 now.
It is what it was. The police couldn't do shit. Police couldn't do shit. I didn't say that was right. I'm telling you my truth.
No, I understand. I'm saying right. I'm like, yeah.
Because I ain't the only one. These niggas, when they young, they be dating all women. And when they old, they go, it's the same. Let's not pretend.
Oh, ain't no pretending this one.
I remember, God rest his soul. Every dude that when I was in middle school, he got his best friend auntie pregnant. 14. She was like 25.
But that's right, is what I'm saying.
No, it wasn't right.
I'm still gonna say
it
the
was
same
14.
thing that I would say.
He wasn't 16.
I'm still gonna say
he's 14. He was fresh out of 8th grade.
I'm still gonna say that same thing that I would say, but then I don't. Right, bro. Okay.
No, say what you gonna say.
I'm just saying I would say the same thing that I would say still. I would still be my same thing.
That it ain't right.
Right.
Exactly. It's not. I didn't say it was right. I'm just saying it's better. 23 is better than 49. They're closer in maturity level. I'm just saying.
I mean, anything over...
Boys mature 7 years behind girls. That's psychologically
when you
documented.
16, 17, anything over 20 is basically... That's cool, basically. And the older, the better, basically. Is what it sounds like.
In a way, Kai, you could say both. In this case, it definitely ended up in a bad situation. But I can think of a couple of times that I know of personally, from personal experience, that it didn't end up in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So that it depends on who you dealing with. Period. And like I said in my other video, how involved is the parent? What is the kid, or because this is really not a kid, this is a young adult. How is the 17-year-old doing in school? Is they still taking care of all their business? Is they still, flourishing and focusing? Or is this person a distraction, messing up their life? Or is they setting them up? You never know. I mean, I know a whole lot of situations where dudes done came and saved the females from terrible situations where they getting molested by their mama boyfriend. Shit like that. 17, that's damn near grown. Like you say. 17 in 6 months, you pretty much grown.
17 is over 16. I spoke about 16 specifically.
Okay, but the girl that we was talking about that was unalive was 17. So that's what we started off at.
Right, but I said she still should not had a gap and being dropped off with a person where I said the parent should not have been comfortable.
At least they knew where she was at. If they didn't drop her off.
I understand that. I'm not saying that. What I said is how I felt. This is me. 17. Only me. This is not nobody else. This ain't the person over there. This ain't the people in the back. This is me. Only me. I said that I feel that is not a thing to do. Are you going to drop your 17-year-old daughter off to somebody that's 23 years old? Me? No. So that's what I'm speaking on.
My 17-year-old.
So there's no way I feel like you can tell me that you can sit here and say
that life.
It's not about if it is, if it is or if it's not.
Than my 17-year-old is.
What I was a different person too, but we're not talking about me. We're talking about what is right and what is wrong.
That's what I just said. But what's right is being available for your kid to tell you anything. And at 17, they close enough to being grown to where if you do too much, you're going to push them away and isolate them, and you're not going to be able to be there for them. You got only a matter of 365 days before they're able to completely say, forget you. I ain't got to tell you nothing. I don't even got to see you. I can move clear across the country and don't never contact you again in my life if that's what I want to do. It's a thin line.
How many times you feel like you said that?
I said what?
To your mama, like, forget you, I can move, boom, boom, boom.
Never.
So how many times you feel like somebody said...
Because my mama ain't never making me feel like I had to say that.
So how many times
my mama always had an open door policy.
So how many times you feel like somebody said that, went out, and then double back? You gotta go. Experience is the best teacher. I can't do nothing but let you go and live, right? But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna go down while you living with me. While you here, this is what happens here. This is so now why you go and then when you see
they gonna go out and do what they want to do.
Right, you go no. It ain't gonna be behind my back. It's gonna be while I know because when you go and do it and then I say no. Because
I know once you find out, you gonna put them out.
Because you're listen. That's what you want to do.
Put them out, they on their own. They don't even have you to support.
That's not what I said. You're taking your own words and putting with what I said. What you want to do and what you want to do goes against with what I said. Remember, I'm the parent here. You're the kid. Whether you grow up or whatever, I am still the parent here. Whether we have a mutual, the thing is, you can't come to me and say anything. Whether you feel like you can or not, I'm always gonna have it open for that. That's you feeling like you don't, or you can't, or for whatever reason.
But you just said certain things you can't do, and they gonna put you out. You gonna put them out.
What I say here, far as what goes here, what raised you here, what I say, don't go. I didn't say, oh, you gotta be on lockdown. You can't be with your friends can't. What I say goes. That's just point blank, period. It don't matter what it is. What I say is it. That's it. Once you start going against what I say, you have a grown enough mind to say you can do what you want to do. You have a grown enough mind to say, all right, now let me see you go and do it by yourself. What's going to happen?
They're going to go right with that.
That's it. And what's going to happen? While I'm watching you do it, guess what's going to happen? During the times, you got to double back.
And he going to control him.
You got to double back. Because what happened? You get tired of it, right? You was with an older dude that you said, right? What happened? No, you got tired of it.
I had my own shit.
But you got tired of the dude.
My mama
per se.
Didn't. My mama
I'm just speaking relationship wise. I didn't say you got put out. I said you had an older dude, right? Then you right. So what I'm saying is you got tired of it because it's.
I just moved on to another older dude, and it was like damn near 10 years later.
Okay. It's a double back around.
I didn't double back nothing.
You didn't have it because it's not your situation.
My own shit.
Never mind. It's not your situation.
Right.
You're not
Don't
understanding.
Speak on me.
You're not understanding.
Because mine is crazy.
Okay. You're right.
If we speak on mad, you're going to be
that's
mad.
Not what I said. I would never be mad.
No, I'm just saying.
Because I would never be mad. Because what I'm saying
you're going to be mad at the guy, at the situation, and how it went as far as with a young girl. And I'm just saying.
I will, because I'm listening like any other situation. But my thing is that I'm not about to sit here and say what I'm saying about you. I didn't say your situation. I spoke on the relationship part because you were talking about an older guy, but you just spoke on the situation saying, oh, but an older guy gonna take care of her. She gonna run straight to him, and he gonna take care of her.
I didn't say he was gonna take care of her.
Oh man,
I said he gonna go live with her. She gonna go live with him. I didn't say he was necessarily gonna always take care of her and the shit was gonna be Peter King. But the initial thing she was gonna be able to do is run away to that nigga. I didn't say she was gonna stay there.
And come right back. And come right back. In between time, you coming right back. That's just what it is. If you can't live with rules, if you can't live with rules, I don't know where you gonna live at. Where do you live with no rules? I don't know nowhere. Where do you live with no rules? If you can't live with rules, that's part of structure. If you can't live with rules, where
they don't know that.
That's me. That's what I'm here for. I am the one teaching you. Is this not a teaching process?
They can get the F on. They understand that at that point.
You can't keep running.
They will.
And then once you understand that you can't keep running, then what?
People that don't have.
Once you understand that you can't keep running, then what?
They got that attitude.
You're right.
Your kid would be less likely to even want to do some shit like that, knowing that. Not you saying that it's okay, but you're not gonna. First of all, they might be wanting to get out. So let me go find a way to do.
In my cattle.
What I know my daddy don't want me to do, so I can leave.
The group that I raise or the group that I tend to, that's just it. That's
and then you gotta look at it too. A whole lot of us didn't have no daddy. I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up.
I mean, yeah. everybody, and also everybody got their own story. You know, listen, a success story come from some of the. Listen,
90, I ain't gonna say 90, but a lot, especially black young black girls don't have their daddy in their household and even in their life.
My thing is one thing that I just feel like is structure is one thing. And it comes down to it. That's what it's about. And that anybody can have whatever you do in your household, that's you. I'm not saying that, oh, everybody should have that. For me, structure is very important in a household. Just parenting, period. It ain't got to be in a household. It's just what they know, what they remember. As far as me, it'll just be something like structure. You know what? That's what it was. We just knew we had to at least do this part. He was always down for whatever, as long as it was bam, bam, bam. That's it. I don't know. I could be whatever labeled to whatever to whoever. So that could be wrong to somebody. I could be okay to the next person. I could be absolutely correct to the person. To me, that's just how I feel. That's my opinion. That's how I handle my little cattle over here. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying it's right. It is. I'm saying it is, the law, and it's reasons why the law is set up that way. That's all I'm saying. Let's before I forget. So unfortunately, London was found. They had a candlelight for her. I think tonight. So rest in peace to her. There's another little girl missing already. 13-year-old Tamaya Jones. She ran away from Vista Maria. And if you ask me, they need to shut Vista Maria down. A couple of days ago, another little girl was found after being missing from Vista Maria for a whole month. And she was found in a 62-year-old man's apartment. These niggas want to mess with little kids so bad. It's really terrible. And I mean, it's on a wide range. It's a wide scale. These niggas is pedophiles. The Sting had a bunch of underage kids in there, male and female. Video on that coming very soon. Yeah. They should have been shut down, Vista Maria. They need to shut down the Sting at this point. Apparently it was like 20, 30 kids in there. Like, and Vista Maria supposed to be a safe haven for kids. Cuzzo, what up, dope? Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Time to Talk It Out Live. Make sure you leave us a comment on YouTube so you can get, so you have a chance to win a gift card. We talking about how these niggas like to fuck on kids, bro. It's terrible. The Sting just had about 40 kids, 30 kids in there allegedly. The little girl was just found in a 62-year-old man's apartment. Unfortunately, they just found London unalived. We still don't know where Nazia's body at. We still don't know where Zion's body at. Right now, there's another little girl missing from Vista Maria. Her name is Tamaya Jones. So be on the lookout for her. When you watch the YouTube replay, I'm going to try to put her picture in here somewhere so you'll be able to see what she looked like. In Detroit and surrounding states, please look for Tamaya Jones. The YouTube name, cause it's Time to Talk It Out Podcast. Dang, my light been on all this time. Hold on, I'm about to show it to you. Hold on 1 second. It's a blue logo. But yeah, like, we got to do better. Go on your kids. Be nosy. Be annoying. You know what I mean? You only got one time to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I would rather my kids tell me the truth because they know they can than to be what society think is a good parent.
Kid telling you right now, you just said that, not because that's funny that you just said a situation. This kid's 17 and they under 18, they 17, 16 in this thing. Legally grown. You telling me if your kid's 17 comfortable, say, "Mom, I'm going to the Sting, my peoples." You about to say, "Oh, go ahead." So you know what I'm saying? So they can come, they comfortable because since they told,
Yeah.
Now they on live.
Yeah.
Sting getting closed down. They getting raided because 17, you not allowed to go in the strip club. So now they're on live looking like, why did I even do this? You got to either go and get them because they about to get a ticket. Somebody happen. They for sure get a ticket.
If I tell them no, they're going to tell me they're going somewhere else and they're going to go anyway.
That's
at least now I know where my baby at. She's 17.
Oh, okay.
If you get caught, you get caught. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? You know you're supposed to be in there. But at least I know where you at. Because if I tell you no, you're going to go anyway. Now, 14, no. I'm going to tell you no, and I'm not going to let you out the house. But 17, they going to go out the house. They out the house.
Okay. You got it. Me, no. Absolutely not.
Of course not. And I mean, hey, I don't know.
Not. Me, no.
I don't know. That's just me. Maybe that's why it's important for kids to have two parents. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had a husband or if her daddy was right there, I couldn't overpower what he say. If he say no, you can't go. You got to stay here. Can't go nowhere. Because if you go anywhere, you probably going to lie and tell me you went somewhere else and go to the scene. So now you got to stay in the house. But me, I'm going to say, go ahead. I know, be here at this certain time. Just because you want to sting don't mean you can stay till 2. Be your ass back here at midnight.
That don't mean that they gonna stay in the club. We just said how older motherfuckers is trying to walk away with young girls. You know what I'm saying?
They can do that anywhere. They can do that anywhere. And
that's
if you
open
don't,
invitation.
and if you don't have, no, it's really not. If you don't have an open line of communication with your kid, you're not gonna know where they're at. You're not even. So if they take them from anywhere, you're not gonna even know where to start looking.
So your kid asking you and you saying no, is you not having an open line? We ain't got an open line because I didn't agree with what you asked.
That's why I said it depends on how old they are. You have to be realistic.
We're talking 17. We're talking about, we just said 17 motherfuckers is in a strip club. The Sting is about to you just said it need to be shut down because they let kids in there.
So, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I can't. I'm just saying. Gratefully, that's why I got the right daughter and my daughter got the right mom.
I'm not asking you to speak for everybody though.
That type of shit.
So this the thing,
but
right?
If she did, I would not be like, no.
All right, I'm only asking for your opinion. That's it.
And that's probably why my daughter don't want to do that type of shit. Because I would be like, no. A kid who mama like, no, they can't wait to do some shit like that because it's taboo. They can't do it. They you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel like that's a large step to take.
A whole lot of. I didn't get picked up by grown men in high. What else I did? It's 12th grade. But by then I was over 18.
What you saying about
by
that
then I was, I'm just reading a comment on Facebook and I responded to it.
Your time and this time, like, is so different though. Like,
if anything, these kids more advanced than we was back then. What?
And so that means
what's the difference?
So that means the niggas. So that means the niggas are not looking now. Then you got so that means you got less people. You got less niggas looking now because the kids are more advanced. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's way different. I ain't gonna. It's turned up to a whole nother level.
I mean,
the level is turned up.
That's why I'm saying it would behoove you to have more of an open line of communication with your kid now, because to have them feel like they gotta hide what they doing now is even more dangerous than it was back then.
Right, you ain't gotta hide it, but the thing is, when I tell you no, what you are going to understand is I'm not telling you no for you not to have fun, for you not to enjoy yourself.
They not about to listen to that shit at 17. You crazy. They don't give a damn about that.
That's why
they don't believe it. They don't care. They want to do what they want to do.
That's why the understanding is it will be things you can't do. It will be shit that you be like, damn, I think he gonna say no, and I'm be like, yeah, go ahead. It will, and that's what's gonna make you the relationship makes you understand. It ain't you're not asking this person. You're not asking your mom and your daddy this like this. That's our first time asking them. You 17. You ain't like, oh shit, this is my first time ever. You been asking shit. If that's the case, if you been that person, you been that kid, you been asking. It ain't something you just started doing. You been asking. If you been that kid that been verbal, you been asking. So guess what? You heard no a couple times. Sometimes you was mad about it. Sometimes you probably even snuck out and did it. And then when you got caught and it was on some bullshit, guess what happened? Guess what your parents did? That's why I told your ass no. It's a love-hate relationship with the no word. You like, damn, I know they shit. The older you like, women, girls are supposed to be anyway, so much more mature anyway. You kind of getting to a point where you understand, I know they don't want me to go. But shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason why I want to go real bad. If this was something else, I just got to go out last night. Why they saying no this time? I know they probably just don't want me to be around this person because we about to do this and we about to do that. It starts to become somewhat of an understanding. Not saying that you're going to understand all the time, like, oh man, yep, you know what, you right, I ain't going. No, you're going to be mad as hell. But you're going to be like, more so your man going to be like, man, fuck y'all. And you're going to sit and you're going to be mad in your own, you're going to still not do it.
Some kids will sneak out. That's why I started this whole thing off by saying you have to gauge and know your kid. I started this whole thing off. You got to know what your kid can handle, your kid's maturity level. Get to know this person. That's why you got to be open and willing to not have your kid hide stuff. That's all I'm saying. But we can come back to this. I feel like we can do a whole show on this.
Yeah, I never said, because I never said you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's a kid. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's not like the kid asking for the first time. It's not like, because you verbal anyway, right? So you been there, especially being a kid. Sometimes kids don't got, when you small, you start off asking. That's how you start. You ain't got no, why you tell me no? You ain't got no filter. You want to know what you want to know when you want to know when you young, especially when you young. Like, as a parent, you feel like, man, I ain't got to explain. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like shit, your kid is intrigued to know. Like, certain shit, they going to start to continue to ask. And it's going to be ways that they hint on it to try to find ways to ask around instead of just being deliberately like, shit, well, why you ain't let me go? It's going to be ways around it next time. Like, shit, you don't like such and such, or you like me hanging with such and such. It's going to be ways around it to try to figure out why you didn't want me to go. But instead of just straight saying that, kids are smart. They're getting smarter every day, like how you say. But the thing is, you still have to be at a point where it's a relationship. You understand. I'm telling you, know whether you like it or not, but you still gonna respect it. You can be mad around this bitch all you want, but you gonna respect it. That's it.
Period. Period. So your boy Shannon Sharp stepped down from ESPN after a second person came out with a allegation or whatever. Kanye apparently was slobbing on knobs until he was 14, and it sounded like he was enjoying it to me. It sounded like he missed it. And I mean, I can understand.
Somebody said something that stood out to me about that situation. Kanye is not getting enough attention. He had numerous amount of stunts before then that just didn't get him attention. He got his girl pull up naked at the thing. Then they wore some stupid balloon suits somewhere else. Then he went with the other DJ Academics with the black KKK thing on. It was supposed to be a black version of it. And it's just like he wasn't getting enough attention, and now you comes out and says you was giving fellatio to your cousin from 6 to 14. At like 8 years or something. Like, you knew what you were doing.
By the time you was 14, you for sure know.
Yeah.
By the time you was like 11.
At least 10, 11, yeah, at least.
Damn, I'm sorry.
10, 11 at least. I've been waiting on you to pass, because I can't reach the.
You can read. You can't reach over me.
You gotta.
You scared of me now?
Oh my God, scared? You right here? What you mean? We glued together. I'm scared of you. We glued. I'm scared. What you talking about? What are you tweaking? But anyway, the Shannon Sharp deal. You know what? And that's what I said when they said anything about offering money, and I felt like anybody who offers money on a situation, because ain't no way.
10 million. Kanye's his worst enemy. I'm so over him. Like, go lay on the therapist couch and just stay there for a long
He need help. He need help.
He need a good woman for real though. He should have left Amber
Kanye,
alone.
please
I
get
wish
help.
They stay together. Sadie's, I mean,
Kanye, please get help.
Dog, I mean,
I want Kanye to get some help. That's what I want Kanye to do. He really needs it mentally. He's been going through a lot. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? He's been going through a lot for a long time. Losing your mother is something real big. And I feel like what's eating him up too is I feel like he got something to do with that. And that's what he really don't want to say to nobody. He said that? Yes. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yes. I missed that part. Yes, I feel like that's what's doing him. Life is getting you because of that. That's what life is getting you for. And it's like mentally you through. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like can't no money, can't no nothing change. You know what I'm saying? How you feel after feeling like you are the reason for it. You know what I'm saying? After losing your mama, can't no money bring that back. Can't no nothing, like, can't no money change that. If you the reason that she gone and it was for this money, it make you don't even want the money for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy that that's what sacrifice. You understand? Michael said. He trying to tell on everybody now. Feels like it might be a lot of that. He trying to tell on everybody now. He telling on Jay-Z and them and all that. Listen, some of that stuff you gotta listen to him on. He ain't lying about some of that. He ain't lying. Listen, he ain't lying sometimes. He crazy, but he ain't lying sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He might tell you a story, but sometimes he ain't lying. I'm gonna tell you that. And that's what I feel. And I feel like the thing is because of the way he is, people don't listen to him. A lot of people. But I mean, that probably was just the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? That was just the vehicle that they used to take her out. But it was the blood. You know. And he going crazy. He wanted them that whatever it is they do to like change you over or to like. Okay, yeah. It didn't work on him. You know, like I was looking at the death penalty, right? He got surgery, you saying? No, you know what we finna go into the conspiracy theories now. You know, I seen Kanye as a clone. But when I say clone, I don't mean clone like they killed him, made another human in a box or something like that. I mean, he is a different person. Just like when you are born again in Christ, you are a new person in the spirit. When you give yourself to the enemy, when you not even give yourself, when you get snatched, he could trick you. His thing is to steal, kill, and destroy. So he could manipulate you and trick you into coming over to his side. But once you over there, you a different person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you in the same human body. Right. You ain't clone. They didn't remake you, but you're a different person. You a different person. Yeah. So I believe that Kanye is a clone. Like he has been reborn in the enemy. But this is my thing. He didn't completely go over. Like he in limbo because he was so covered by the blood in a way in his mama's prayers and stuff like that, to where he refused to go all the way over. He refused to go all the way over. He refused to be completely controlled. So he like a robot with a kink. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they control him, but every so often he come back, almost like he like get out. You know what I'm saying? And every so often he come back up to the surface and say some shit, but it sounds so crazy because he cloned. Allegedly. And y'all motherfuckers better not come for me because I'm coming for the blood of Jesus. You fuck with me. I want his favorites. Y'all whole operation to be shut the fuck down. So anointed and covered. Yeah, Kanye, he got a problem. I feel like, he needs some help. Like I said, I just feel like, none of that. He just need to get a lot of stuff off his mind, off his chest, because he's seen a lot. He been in the midst of a lot. He don't really know how to handle it. He don't know how to get it off. He don't, you know what I'm saying? He don't, it's a lot he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because he was there for a lot. But, so my question is, since we talking about the clone thing, so what about Gucci Mane?
I feel like that's the play. That's the overplay for the underlay. They want to call him a clone, so you think that it's a joke.
So they do multiple people like that. So when it really happened,
Gucci Mane not no clone.
I just feel like he was so much of different when he came back to me. Like how you said,
Richard Jalen got clean though.
Right, like how you said, like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he turned himself over like just differently.
If anything, he a new man in Christ. Gucci Mane
was a that. I'm not saying it could be that.
But that's not a clone. That's reborn in Christ. If Gucci Mane was a type of clone we're talking about with Kanye, then he would have blew up bigger when he got out. He slowed down. You don't even hear no Gucci Mane songs hardly.
Right, but I'm saying that's just a clone. Basically, is just a different person.
No. When I'm talking about reborn in Christ, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm specifically talking about.
And I wouldn't even say even that. But go ahead. Okay, I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't say he that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't say he's reborn in Christ the way he came back talking crazy with him and Jeezy on the battle. And he talking about, I put your mans in a box. Okay. I said, okay. Well, say that. I don't think, no. Clone, yeah. Since we brought that up, I think so.
I don't think he a clone. I think
everybody don't do it for the same reason. He got money. He's straight. His girl made him money. Everybody don't do it for the same reason. He left money. His girl turned it into more. He didn't really even he don't need to rap.
Okay. So you saying he a clone, but he did it and got out the game, but it was for the position.
I feel like maybe it was just for a different reason other than the fame part of it. You know, some people like, I feel like, so in the Kanye part, he probably did it for the fame part because he wasn't nobody.
Like the position in life, like the money.
Basically, right. He probably grabbed another aspect of it.
I don't think Gucci clone. I think that was a plant. I believe they planted him and started talking that clone shit on him, so people could think that it's real, but not really look at the real clones. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they asses is clones, aka witches.
Jamie Foxx.
I don't think he a clone no more either. I think that's another plant. I think that's another one who they wanted you to think is a clone, but he's not. He's not. After I seen that special, I don't think he is. I think that's what they wanted you to think, so to throw you off of the real ones. I
didn't think he was neither.
I don't think he is. I thought he was at first. When he wasn't talking, I thought they was probably doing something to him. But he just got sick. I believe what he said on that show.
That's what I thought from the beginning, because he was coming back from almost death. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But at first we didn't know what was going on, and he wasn't saying what happened. No, his people wasn't giving us no information. And Jamie Foxx is a Sagittarius. Jamie Foxx is very vocal. You know what I'm saying?
He is, but that don't mean his people is.
That's what I'm saying, though. But we didn't even understand that he was incapacitated to not talk like that. They wasn't giving us nothing. So we figure if he was well enough, he would be telling us at least something.
He gonna say something.
He gonna at least say something to ease our mind. But he was.
I didn't think he was a clone from the time that they were saying that. And I didn't think he was one. I ain't gonna lie. I did think the Gucci Mane. I did, because I feel like he's just a different person to me. And I, as far as not even a fan.
I mean,
when he was out in the real world.
That's what I'm saying. He went in there and actually rehabilitated himself. That's all. My uncle a different person right now. My uncle that used to get high, now he's sober as hell. Man, I'm telling you, I never thought my uncle was gonna stop drinking like he drank.
Like I never even
and smoke.
I never.
Like, it wasn't none of our business the same way we didn't know Chadwick was sick until he passed.
I see, like, the clone shit, like, I didn't even never even look at it as that. I really was like, they recreating motherfuckers. I literally was like, what you see on movies thinking. That was in my mind, like, oh,
at first I was, until Holy Spirit gave me what I just told you.
until today, I really never thought about it like that. I always thought like, damn, they really just remaking the motherfucker and trying to take their memory and then put it and steal it in the motherfucker.
Think about it, if you remake your mind, will, and emotion, your soul, you clone a person's soul, not their body. Yeah, I believe Gucci Man just went in jail and actually did the rehabilitation.
That's possible.
And he, like you said, he knew he had a good woman to come out too that was doubling his money. He didn't have to do the stuff he was doing no more.
I mean, whether he knew it or not,
wanted him to come out sober.
Whether he knew it or not, she was on that shit.
I'm pretty sure he knew.
After a while, I feel like, yeah. But I mean, before you go, it ain't something that you just be like, damn, you like, I want to make. You can see a bitch holding down when you out here. You like, I want to make sure she's straight. You ain't like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I want to make it so you good. You ain't got to worry about shit while I'm gone. Don't worry about shit. I ain't expecting you to take this shit and do a hustle with this shit, and then I'll come back and it's like, I left you a couple meals, so you good, so now I'm about to come back and grind, so now I'm about to get it back. I ain't expecting to jump back and it's like, wait a minute, my couple meal I left, you just worked and turned that into what? Wait, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like, it ain't like you saying, it ain't like you saying, I don't want you to do it, but it's like saying, I know I'm about to be gone. I at least want you to be comfortable right here until I get back. So here, take all this shit. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just be straight. You know what I'm saying? Till I come back type shit. And that shit came on some, she turned that shit into some more money type shit. And it was like, damn, like, yeah, you got a real one. You feel me? And on some shit like that, you can't really, you can't beat that. That's some of the best. Like, no faking. Yeah, you can't go. What's her name, man? Shout out to her. Keisha Kayor. Shout out to Shorty, man, because that's some real shit right there. Motherfucker go away for some years in prison and you leave your lady some money, and the money that you left her, she turned it into some more money when you got back. That's some real shit. That right there, listen, man, she a real one for that. And yeah, so the clone shit, I don't even know nobody else I would even think that would even be clone that I would think. Because like I said, I never thought of it how she explained it. Right, people grow up and change, that's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's just traits of people, you know. And I guess he still got the same traits because he still did, like I said, he came back and did the verses where he talking about I put your mans in a box and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he still do got some of the same traits, you know, but and then that little time where you sit down for so long, I guess it do kind of leave holes in your memory because you start to think about shit. But then when you get out and you start to make a new memory, certain shit just be kind of lapsed to you. It's hard to explain, but I've been there. So I kind of know what it is. I kind of know what it means. Certain shit be hard to remember. After you sit down for so long, you got a certain routine for so long of sitting in the box. Certain shit do get hard to remember. So I could see if he got struggles kind of remembering shit. I could see that. That's possible. That's definitely a thing. So, like I said, the clown shit, I can't even think of nobody else who I would even think that would be, or nobody else who I even heard of. Possibly that was clown, but since we was running down that aisle, I just wanted to know how everybody feel. Do y'all got anybody that y'all think is clown? Drop a comment.
Leave a comment.
If you think somebody
the best comment of April is getting the gift card.
Okay.
Okay, so I got two more things I want to talk about, but I want to.
You want to what?
Give you the floor for a second because I feel like I've been talking too much.
Oh no, you know, that's it. Well, I don't. Well, one thing I really wanted to touch for sure was, you know, as you know, past weekend was a draft.
Oh my God! Thank you.
One thing I do want to touch for sure is Sheduer Sanders' situation. I love Dion. I love what he does for his kids. I love what he does for programs. Period. In general, for just kids in general, what he do is amazing. You got kids that fathers wasn't there, and he did what a real coach should do, step in, been a father figure and a coach to these kids through college, getting them to the pros. And one thing he told them, you stick with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get you there. But not only is he telling them to be professional football players, he telling them, I just want y'all to be professionals. Like, that's it. Just be a professional. He's really teaching these kids.
Hi. I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No, you're fine.
Can I say her jersey is he in Cleveland?
He in Cleveland.
I thought that was a joke. No shade.
He in Cleveland, yeah.
And you don't care, you a Detroiter. Girl, to a game.
Shout out Sheduer Sanders.
Some tickets right now.
Yeah, we will be in attendance. Shout out Sheduer Sanders.
Shout out, man.
Shout out Travis Hunter.
So all the young men who got drafted this weekend.
Everybody, all of y'all, man. That's a dream. That's a dream. Even if you didn't get drafted, if you went undrafted and you got signed,
a bigger shout out, but like I know you feel even more like
just sign, man. Listen, man, for real, because this is a dream for these kids. Some of you been like I heard somebody say, when the first time you put these pads on, once this is a game that you decide you want to stick with. Your dream is this day to get drafted or to sign with a team, an NFL team.
That probably in the Super Bowl.
And that's the thing. Absolutely. Bingo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, shout out to those guys, like she said, man.
Go Lions! Who we get?
Absolutely. Shout out to Lions.
I heard nothing about
Lions made some moves. I'm proud of the Lions so far. They haven't let us down since they had Brad Holmes and my boys. We're gonna trust them. I trust them. They've been doing work, so I trust them. On the Deion Sanders situation, people call it blackballed. I heard something that made a lot of sense. People call it blackballed. I don't say it's blackballed because one thing that I really like them for is they firm believers. You know what I'm saying? They are heavily believers, and
in the Word of God?
In the Word of God, and the man.
Talk about the Sanders.
The Sanders, absolutely.
Amen. Shout out to the Sanders family.
Shout out to those guys. And one thing that Sheduer said, he said, I know it's all God's plan. Like, no matter
everything that happened for a reason. Everything that don't happen for a reason.
And this is when people thought, you're going to go first round. He sat patiently, waited. He threw a whole party. They had a party set up. Because he thought he was going to get picked first round. They had a party set up.
And Sheduer was there, and they was like, do they go together? And
that was his first time ever meeting her. They invited a gang of people. And the thing was, like, he should have went at least second round, if not first. Did that happen? No. People say blackball, but I heard something that made a lot of sense. Somebody said that the numbers were low far as the ratings and watching the draft.
So they drug it out. They used him for ratings.
They knew that people were going to want to see when did he go. And they said,
because do that matter? Do you get more money if you drafted first?
Your deal that you sign is higher than the rest.
But let me say this. How do we know, right? If the NFL, do they tell you how much money you get when you get drafted? They tell you the contract amount and all that?
When you sign the contract, yes. Your money.
So how much, no, but I'm saying, do they tell us, do we know how much money Sheduer Sanders got when he signed with the team that he signed with?
We can look at the contract, yes, and see exactly how much he's gonna make.
So you said they disclosed it?
Yeah, they said basically within his time he's gonna make less than $1 million a year. For I think 2 years or 3 years, his contract. So
right now, that's what.
Right,
but he can always go and renegotiate.
He's gonna have to wait until his rookie contract is up. You can't talk nothing until your rookie contract is up.
Where is that written in stone?
That's how it goes. Because your rookie contract is.
I said he getting $2.1 million. And that's, I'm sorry, I didn't look. So $2.1 million for how many years, Kai?
So that got to be like 3 years. I think it's like $2.1 million, or is it? It might be 2. maybe
And
2
he
years.
still got
It
what?
may be
He
2
got
years.
how much money from college that he
I
just
mean,
got? I'm
he
asking.
got money anyway because they got
I'm just
endorsement.
asking. He
From
got
college that he
millions
was
of dollars
making
from college too, right? Some type of NIL deal,
He was
right?
making NIL
Then
money.
once he get this, he finna get sponsorships, all kind of shit. Man, he got bread. He straight. And then, you got to go.
At the
Go
party,
from down here. I'm gonna start
at his party, he had a Louis bag, see-through bag full of money. But yeah, full of money. Yep, it's less than his NIL, which is 4.6. Absolutely. The thing is, he would have made more money if he would have stayed in college. He had more eligibility in college, so he could have stayed back and played, and he would have made more money on NIL.
How?
He played 2 years Jackson State, 2 years in Colorado.
So he played 4 years already.
But he still have eligibility.
He's supposed to stay in college. Damn.
JUCO don't count as.
So that was JUCO?
I mean, not JUCO. That was HBCU. But somehow he still has, I think, 1 whole year he could still play. He could still play another whole year. He could be a 5th-year senior.
He don't. That's not a good look.
He don't want to. I mean,
not a good look.
It would. It only thing is, it probably wouldn't have been. Why? Because it's probably going to be more quarterbacks coming out next year. It's going to be harder. You have to put up good stats. You could play. Yeah, you could play 5th-year senior, so you can play up to 5. So you have to put up. He put up good stats, but the thing is, there are still, you got good quarterbacks still coming. Michigan just signed a 5-star from Detroit. Shout out my boy Bryce Underwood.
From Loyola.
No, Bryce Underwood from he went to Belleville. Shout out my boy Bryce, man.
Oh yeah, because that boy from Loyola went to the Steelers.
Oh yeah, you talking about got drafted? Yeah, I think 6 players that played in Detroit got drafted. You know what I'm saying? Played Detroit. So shout out to those guys. Again, man. Listen, that's a big move, and it's just big move. Sheduer, I think he did right by going now. He gonna play these little couple years, but he's gonna have to earn his spot, and I think he works hard enough to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this. This is what I said about the whole situation. This was my comment. I put it on the Time to Talk It Out Facebook page. If you guys are not, go follow us on Facebook. Time to Talk It Out.
It's called Talk.
Oh,
it's called
Talk It Out on Facebook.
Space Out on Facebook.
Follow us on Facebook. I'm about to go fan it for y'all so I can show y'all what it look like. Follow us on Facebook. It's called Talk It Space Out. I think, is it an underscore or is it a space?
No, it's just a space, no underscore.
Talk It Space Out.
Is one word, space, and then out.
Yeah, here it is right here. We live on there as well.
We live in there, you know what I'm saying? So at any time, if y'all want to tune in, you know, that's the place.
If you're not already, follow us on Talk It Space Out on Facebook.
On Facebook.
What was I talking about Facebook about? Dang it, I just lost my thought.
I don't. But I just know big ups to Sheduer, man. Shiloh too. I can't leave him out. Shiloh, big ups to Dion, man. The product that he's putting out.
I had a good point.
Big ups to Dion.
If you remember what I was talking about, put a comment. Help me out. Sheesh, Auntie be smoking too much.
Okay. But man, listen, man, shout out to them, man, and then shout out to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? The kids up and coming in college, I want to see what they doing. I like to see the kids grow into the league. You know what I'm saying? So, these kids up and coming in college, man, it's about to be our turn. Get in that weight room, work out, practice your craft.
We gonna get a banner.
It's time to get better.
We gonna get a banner to go right here, and when we go do our events, we gonna have a tablecloth.
Yeah.
Yes, sis, you right, and we own it.
Absolutely. We got a studio that's under construction. So our studio is under construction. But I definitely wanted to touch that situation, the draft moment, because I didn't feel as though it was fair. I feel like they drugged that out because day 2 they said got the most views that it's ever gotten And I feel like that's what they did it for. They did it for the numbers. Okay, I'm glad you got that now. They did that for the numbers. And I mean, it's not our business to worry about that part. But do we feel like he got played? Yes. I feel as such. Because I feel that plays with his money, but I feel like they didn't really worry about his money because he's already good, so he got a couple years. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of, I guess, I don't know. I can't even say that's industry, but because I don't like it. But I guess that's just kind of how it goes. The stuff that you agree to or the stuff that we settle for as people, I don't know if that was an agreement between them, that was a plan or what, but um, it was just something that happened. You are looking for. Oh, she doesn't know. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, you are looking for nothing. Okay. I have some other stuff that I actually. Okay, so you remember. Okay, okay. We want to hear that.
Looking it up.
Right.
You know, you could have went upstairs with that shit. You on some bullshit.
Okay, so we want to hear what is it that you have.
They already came out and said owners demanded to have him removed from their draft wall, so they was trying to humble him.
Yep, I seen that too.
Okay, so Kai, that goes along with what I said, right? Not saying that it was, excuse me, not saying that it was right, not saying it wasn't bold, because it was, but in a way, if you look at it from this point of view, I don't know, right? So this is what I said. What did I do with it?
Yeah, I mean, they made it seem like a money play from how they, you know what I'm saying, how they said it. So,
can you can you look on there and see? Because I think it just might not be on there, but you probably can find it where I tried to tag us in it. Wait, this might be. It ain't on there. Okay.
let me see.
So I'm gonna just try to remember what I had wrote, because for whatever reason I can't find it. So it kind of goes along with what you said, Kai, what everybody been saying. They was trying to humble him, yeah. You know what I mean? They just like they tried to humble his daddy back when he tried to play baseball and football in one day. Yeah, you could leave this game and go suit up for this next game, but we ain't gonna let you play. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't care. Nobody never did that before. Just suiting up. Nobody never did.
Yeah, he did care. They did a whole documentary about how he was mad as hell.
He could say that.
He wanted to play. He cared. He was mad as fuck.
But honestly, he can say that. But honestly, how much of a factor was he in baseball? He wanted to just suit up to be able to say, I played both sports in the same day.
Because he did play. He only suited up for the second one. He didn't play. And that's
the only reason he wanted to play.
That's my thing. That's why he was still mad. And they humbled him. Because you're not going to play. You can suit up all you want to. Because I might not be able to stop you from doing that. But I can stop you from getting in the game. They humbled him. And I'm mad that he didn't learn his lesson from that and teach his son. So even if you had to just be humble a little bit until you got where you wanted to go, humble yourself to a little. Because here's the thing. Your attitude determines your altitude. I'm saying his altitude, I'm not saying his talent didn't have him worthy of his altitude being through the roof.
Right.
But the humble and the meek, that's what will reap the biggest reward.
Understood. That makes sense. And he was never.
Not saying he not no believer.
But he was never humble.
At least a little bit. At least a little bit. You got to be at least a little bit.
Never. And that's what. And see, the
and
thing
he his
is,
daddy's son.
well,
No,
I'm not talking about Sheduer.
And
I'm talking about his daddy. His daddy was never.
And that's what I'm saying. And his daddy didn't teach him a lesson.
So that's
that
why
he should. So he must not.
Coming from him, he is a humble kid. He's not coming out here talking about he the best. What he said specifically, everybody's gonna build up their draft.
And I understand that, sis. She said, "Why we gotta humble ourselves when it comes to our abilities? They didn't do that to the Manning family and their father."
They didn't, right? Manning told. He said specifically that his son wasn't. He got Eli Manning, or was it Peyton? One of them got drafted by the Chargers. Eli got drafted. He said He said his son is not playing over there. Instantly, some trade shit went down, and the nigga ended up on the Giants. He didn't play a fucking down for them. Ain't nobody say nothing. It was cool. Oh, you standing up for your kids. Oh, we like that. Deion said the same thing. He said what he said specifically. He said, he said, it's not that I control my son. He said, it's not that I control or whatever. They said, so I think it was Jennifer Hudson, whatever. He was on a show with somebody. It might have been Jennifer Hudson. It was somebody. She said, so are you going to pick where he going to play or something? He said, no, I can't tell him where to play, whatever. She said, I could just tell him where he not going to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my son. I already been here. I mastered this. I know where the BS go down at. I know where when you get in certain cities, certain towns, it's going to be bullshit with certain coaches, certain owners, you know what I'm saying? Just people around. He like, I just know where it's better at. So if certain places come about, he just know to say, no, not there. We would just, you know what I'm saying? Let's do somewhere else. That's how he, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he portrayed it. He like, that's my son. I'm gonna take care of him. He like, I'm like the navigation. Why wouldn't I?
Especially by him being a vet. And
right.
But
bingo. That's what he was saying.
But here's my thing. You could do all that with still letting your son be a little bit more humble, because here's the thing. Your altitude determines your altitude, and it's better to sneak on their ass. I
don't think it was his. I think it's him. It's not his son that was talking, though, is what I'm saying.
So, but see, here's the thing. That's my whole point. That's why my comment was what it was. I wish that his daddy had learned the lesson well enough to pass it down to his son. Because not only did his daddy not learn the lesson, he passed the wrong lesson down to his son. And because here's the thing. At this point, you doing your own interviews. Right? Contrary to your dad. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it might not have still bit him in the ass, but he could have been like, not saying that he should have. I'm just saying, you your own man. Come behind your dad and be like, you know, my dad, I love him. He think highly of me, but you know, I'm just grateful to have this opportunity. I don't know I just wanted the opportunity to show what I could do. I don't know. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn. I'm gonna let my dad do that. I don't know.
So, right, I'm here to tell you, you must never seen a Sheduer interview. He's a humble kid.
I'll be honest.
This is what I'm telling you. He's a humble kid. He's not a kid that goes and just be like, I'm the best ever, whatever. The way Deion was, no, he is nowhere.
So he's paying for his dad then.
Basically. And just like how LeBron's son doing right now, going through that, because LeBron was.
But I'm gonna say this: I don't think it's the same. You know what?
It's similarities.
You wanna know why I don't think it's the same? Because and we haven't seen Sheduer play a down in NFL yet, like you say. But I don't think it's the same because LeBron's son been playing in the NBA and have not. What you shaking your head? NBA?
He's playing in the G League.
That's my whole point. He's not good enough. It don't got shit to do with his dad. His dad bigged up him more than he actually was good enough.
That's how he got drafted, though.
That's my whole point. But Sheduer done showed and proved already before he got drafted. His dad is just speaking truth to power, and motherfuckers mad because motherfuckers don't like his dad already. Motherfuckers been trying to humble his dad since his dad was in the league.
In a way, yeah, but in a way, no. He showed that he can play. Now he can play on an elite level.
And
he has raised the level.
I'm not saying to throw your dad under the bus. That's not throwing him under the bus. That's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that my dad think highly of me. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to, and I know how my dad is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna say, for me, I can't wait to show. I want to, you know, I'm not. If he, or maybe he not, maybe he just like his dad, and he will, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, they said that he was arrogant in interviews.
Yeah, they was lying
and whatever. But how? I don't know.
So
how you know that?
I know
maybe
he.
They felt like
no,
that.
I know he
I'm
wasn't.
gonna give you a case in point. London, October, London, right? Before I seen him in an interview, I was a fan. I liked October London, but once I see him in an interview, I don't like him no more. He arrogant. He not humble enough. And if some of the NFL teams felt like that about Sheduer, then he might have talked himself out of his money.
You just told me you've never seen an interview. That same interview that
I've never seen an interview. I'm talking about in October London. I was giving
no. Well, I'm talking about Sheduer. So that same. You
but
can
I'm
go
talking about the TV interview and the interview with them people might be different.
You can go and look the interviews up that everybody had during press conference. So now the thing
I'm talking about that, so they was talking about the interview to whether or not they want to draft him.
So now the thing is
with the scout, not a press interview, right?
What a coach said was, I asked him something about, and he was not prepared, and he didn't like that I asked him and he wasn't prepared, and I didn't like that he didn't like it. I understand that, right? Totally, right?
Johnny Manziel was much more arrogant.
Way more. Johnny Manziel was a cokehead. Johnny Manziel, listen, this is honest. Everything. Johnny Manziel got on an interview and said he did his shit. He said that's why he said y'all should give Reggie Bush his Heisman Trophy back because Johnny Manziel is this, Reggie Bush is that. They took Reggie Bush trophy because they said his Heisman Trophy, they took it from him because they said he accepted money from people. Johnny Manziel was taking money. He was signing jerseys. He was doing coke. He was drinking. He was coming to the games hungover, high, blew out. And the coach told him the first time he beat Bama. He beat a big team. He was blew out. Blew out.
He beat him high. I mean, he beat
high, blew out, hungover, all that. The coach told him, you bet not come back and play another game if you ain't just like how you are right now. When he beat Bama, that was a big school. They praised him for getting high. He was doing cocaine. They praised him for that. He the one who said, y'all should give Reggie Bush his trophy back because of all the stuff that I did. Y'all just took it for take a couple dollars? I think y'all should give it back to him. Guess what? They gave Reggie Bush his Heisman Trophy back. Can you stop playing with me?
And I like Reggie Bush. I'm so sad that he had to go through what he went through with KK. Yeah. Not my guys, not my fave's niece KK, but Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. Reggie, that's my baby, man. Johnny Manziel, he was a whole story, man. Listen, man, it's a story about, you got it so strong, it's crazy. What is it? It's I can't smell nothing but carbon freshener in there. It's so strong. I don't even. But yeah, I just shout out to those guys, man. That's a moment, for sure that deserves to be shouted out. And
have some respect, Garfield. I'm a lady. You talk about cocaine 1 minute, then you talk about powder. We talking about Pet Fresh, okay?
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Shout out to the NFL draftees.
For sure. But yeah, I just don't I don't like how they try to do my boy, but you know,
I don't either.
I feel like he gonna get in and he gonna perform.
Be blessed to be a blessing, and at no point was he ever humble. Hold on. Sis said something. She said,
when it's his turn.
No, I'm not throwing my. Oh, okay, I saw that part. Hey, Miss Penny.
When it's his turn, I feel like he definitely gonna perform.
Cause like,
and
what the fuck happened? Who?
this is his turn. He definitely gonna perform, and I just feel like he gonna become a starter in the NFL like his pops, and
Go Sheduer.
He gonna do what he gotta do.
And go Shiloh.
Yeah, Shiloh too. Shiloh.
God bless both of y'all.
Shout out to those.
God bless the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, man.
They cheated. Period.
Cheated I don't like how we fucking get cheated at home. Cheated at
like
home.
Y'all refs, y'all
and
broke.
Then the refs.
If y'all refs broke, just say that.
They announced that they cheated after the game. It's nothing that can be done now. Like, now they want to say, yeah, it was a foul. That means he should have been shooting 3. We was only down 1. That's a win. They played us. I don't like it. I just feel like Detroit sports just get disrespected, something so crazy. And this got to be something that got to be done. Like,
there's some haters, bro.
They cheat our Lions all the time. They cheating our Pistons. Like, what else are y'all doing? I don't watch baseball.
Or Red Wings.
Right, so I don't know if y'all cheating them or not, which y'all probably is. Not cool, man. That's not cool.
They almost put me out the bar. I was so damn mad. I know that's right, sis.
We need a fair shot.
Don't go to jail.
We need a fair shot like everybody else. And that shit ain't cool. That we the ones that people will rather cheat than anybody else. Like I don't feel like I hear no other sports team complaining about getting cheated as much. I ain't gonna say they don't complain about getting cheated because everybody say it every once in a while. It's continuous from us, and it's in multiple sports.
Because we the underdogs, though. We the underdogs. We the underdogs, and I feel like we the ones that they use to go 7 to get their money. To get their extra little couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? There's some 304s for that though. Because we not finna keep playing with y'all. What y'all can do is eat a fat one. Oh, I'm sorry. We ain't. Because somebody laughed like and shit ain't funny. Ain't shit funny, bro.
At all. We work hard like everybody else. And we don't want to be cheated, man.
Harder if not.
Since we on basketball too. I got a moment I want to bring up, man. About basketball player son, Gilbert Arenas' son, Elijah Arenas got into a car accident.
Oh no!
And his Tesla, they had to put him to sleep.
It was driving him. Was it autonomous?
No, I think he lost control. You know, he young. He just signed to USC. He got into a car accident. A civilian saved him, man. Shout out to that civilian, man.
Shout out. God bless you.
He was in a Tesla. The truck, it locked him in because, you know, it's an electric car, locked him in. So they had to break him out the car. It was civilians. You know what I'm saying? They had to get him out the car, basically. And they got him down. He had a fire hydrant. They let him get down and get in the water. They said his brain was swelling. So they had to put him to sleep to do surgery on him. Wake him back up, but now, you know what I'm saying, he good now. As far as what I know, he's better. Yeah, man, shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
That was a tragic situation. I know Gilbert was going through it. Gilbert, that's my guy. I like to watch his podcast. Gil's Arenas. I like shout out to Gil's Arenas.
He didn't even put me up on it.
They talk a lot of sports, and I know it's gonna bore her fast.
I like sports.
Yeah, but yeah. So,
I like Lions football.
Yeah, they talk about.
I like all basketball, but I like Lions football.
Oh, okay. Well, then that'll be right for you because they talk about all basketball. So I guess we'll have to go and watch that. But shout out to Gil's Arena. But listen, man. Prayers up for his son, man. Listen, y'all, put prayer together for his son. He coming back pretty good now, you know what I'm saying?
Sis said, I'll never drive a Tesla since I heard about this lady that drowned in her shit because it locked her in. Mm-hmm. I'm super straight.
Mm-hmm. He had the Cybertruck.
Oh, really? Girl, bye. Not his mama is Laura. That makes me feel old. Because I was watching her probably like 10 years ago. So I might have seen him on the show. How old is this young man?
Elijah probably like 17, I think. Elijah Reed.
Wow. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely probably seeing him on the show because
Gills. All right. I want to take another moment real quick. You know, we're gonna run through this real quick. I want to say a prayer for my boy Derek Harmon. He from Detroit.
God rest his soul.
He got drafted, and as soon as he told his mama about the draft, moments later
God rest her soul. Yeah,
she passed away. You know, he from here heavily. He went to Michigan State. He started off and then transferred. But, you know, prayers up for him, his family. You know, he doing big. His mama got to see him.
God bless her soul, and God bless him. Give him peace and serenity, Lord.
He have a
cover him in the blood of Jesus.
Successful career for
and
him,
let him be exceedingly and abundantly blessed indeed.
I just know that's a hard one to swallow. You know, and I can't say I've been through it.
I don't know.
I can't say I've been through it, but I just know to not to look right then and there the moment that you want it, and that's the person you want to share it with the most. That's the first thing you think, I'm about to buy my mama this, do. You know, that's
now I'm finna pay for her funeral and send her
yeah, that hurts. So, you know,
is his grandma still alive? Damn.
Man, to that kid, man. You know, he's still a kid, man. He just, you know, he was just getting there. So,
because at that age, his mama probably was still relatively young.
Yeah, man, he's just getting there. So, that was a hard one, you know.
Yeah, rest in peace to her.
Yeah,
and God bless their family and friends.
Definitely. Prayers for him, you know what I'm saying? Just, that's that.
Moving right along?
Moving right along. Locally.
Okay, locally.
And Detroit, too. Prayers up for another man. A local bus driver on Greenfield had a seizure while he was driving a bus, and he happened to be on the bus by himself.
Thank you, Jesus.
Nobody was there. He hit the
Nobody else got hurt.
Civilians came, pulled him out, saved him. Shout out to civilians again.
Yeah.
Listen, one thing we have to do is give people their flowers while they're here. Shout out to the people that's really helping out, to the people that's keeping an eye open, that's got a hand.
I know you, sis. Thank you so much for watching. To those people. Good night from Missouri. To Missouri. I love you.
We love Missouri.
Finish watching the rest of it tomorrow on YouTube. And leave us a comment. I love you.
Yeah.
So much. I miss you. I'm going to come and find your ass.
Prayers up for that bus driver that had that seizure.
Yeah, but for real though.
I hope that he's okay. It was on Greenfield, 6 Mile area.
Yeah. In Detroit. We're from Detroit.
So prayers up to that guy. That was a terrible incident.
Speaking of, right, because 6 Mile and Greenfield is, you know, the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's the hood. And I feel like...
That's me. Go ahead. Do say what you're saying. I'm not going to stop.
Sorry. I feel like... Later, babe. I feel like I want us to put the neighbor back in neighborhood.
Absolutely. That is a thing. That's what we're shooting for. You know what? That's what we're shooting for.
Put the neighbor back in neighborhood. When I was a kid coming up, right? First of all, and I feel like there's a lot of factors that took the neighbor out of neighborhood, right? First, one of the most important things that took the neighbor out of neighborhood is the closing of so many of the neighborhood schools and the changing to schools of choice where people sending their kids to school all outside of the direct neighborhood. Yep. When I was going to school, when you was living in a neighborhood, you went to either one of two schools. Yep. Either the school that was closest going that way or the school that was closest going that way.
Yep. She's trying to burn me, but I'm dodging it. But yeah. That's
first of all, pause. Never am I ever.
No pause, because that's not gay in no way.
It's worse than gay.
You're trying to, set me
Don't
on
say
fire.
It again.
That's what I mean. You have the fire in my face.
Y'all got me fucked up.
Fire.
It's hot. It's hot like fire. It's warm, gushy. It's after dark now. Yeah,
it's lit with fire is what I'm saying. It got a coal on it.
It's warm and nice and hot,
But it's not burning anyway, moving along what we're talking about.
So what we was talking about is putting the neighbor back in neighborhoods, right? So what I was saying is when I was coming up, and you, because we close enough in age, you ain't but 2.5 minutes younger than me. So
yeah, we twins, y'all. We twins.
So when we was coming up, the school was down the street. You know what I'm saying? On your way to school, you ran into other people coming out their house going to school. The mamas end up talking, walking to school, or if they was driving when they got there, parents was a lot more involved. You know what I'm saying?
You could carpool with your neighbors.
You was carpooling. It was more neighborhood stores. I'm talking about the little bitty little mom and pop convenience, the little local where you could walk a half a block, 2 blocks. So many people have left the city of Detroit since the 90s. We have lost at least 400,000 people in the city. To where so many schools and businesses, little local businesses like that have had to close down. So we're not meeting up at these places no more to meet each other, to know each other. We're not walking to the store. You know what I'm saying?
That comes with support too. That comes with support, people. We gotta, when you got a local that opens up, support your local. Listen, shout out to the local grocery store, Black Lady, Black owned, that just opened up on Linwood. That's a local grocery store.
There's a Black owned grocery store on Woodward and Euclid. Shout out to them.
Listen, support them.
Support them.
That's how we keep them here. We keep them here by support.
Support Black owned businesses and give them grace. First of all, what y'all got to understand is that for Black owned businesses, it's a lot harder to get inventory. You got gatekeeping with these with the top tier people in the industries, to where it's harder for them to give y'all the business that they want and that y'all deserve at first.
Because they competition to everybody. We competition to
everybody. And understand that these people, regardless to if they're not African American, it's the gatekeeping going on. Yeah. These people gatekeeping. These people got it harder.
Listen, do your network.
The beautiful people got it harder than the wonderful people. Understand
but you know what?
We all children of God.
Absolutely.
But the enemy got it set up. Deuteronomy. Understand that if you read Deuteronomy, you will understand what he finna say.
My thing is that all I was about to say is that can't nobody let up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is going to work hard. Best believe these people is working hard. We working hard just like,
against the
job that you go and do. That's the job that they doing every day. You know what I'm saying?
Against
they doing that. And they doing that. And you got to.
And trying to raise steady.
You got to appreciate and putting it in high crime volume areas, because that's their neighborhood. They risking their life every day. Now, they ain't doing. These people is getting out the way, making you go and drive way over. You gotta go way over here to go. They getting out the way. Support your Black owned, because they coming right to you.
And
they getting right in your hood. They getting right in you.
Stop robbing and vandalizing and taking advantage and manipulating, scamming your Black owned businesses. Stop doing that. Protect them. You know what I'm saying? Be more like the Black Panthers was with our Black owned businesses. The FBI had to came in, allegedly, no shade, no cap.
If you got some
allegedly and no cap. I feel like if I can say allegedly, I should be able to say no cap at the same time, right? Because where is that at in the dictionary? Allegedly is in the dictionary. No cap. I'm pretty sure it's not in the dictionary, not yet. They might put it in there, but it shouldn't be in there yet. Allegedly, the FBI took out the Black Panthers, and that's no cap.
My thing is, if you got a critique to the Black community, as far as a Black person, Black owned, you got a critique as a Black dog, pull your person to the side. Before you have to
just
take
like if
it
you in a
to
relationship,
somebody else.
Just like if you in a relationship. And we in a friendship. You know what I'm saying? We ain't married. You know what I'm saying? But you was my friend. You've been my friend for over a decade now.
Absolutely.
If I seen you doing something wrong, I'm not finna call you out in front of a bunch of strangers in front of nobody.
Absolutely.
I fucking around won't call you out in front of my mama. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want her to know what's going on so she can throw it back up in my face. Hey, mom. Sorry. No cap. Sorry, no sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's between me, you, and God. You know what I'm saying? When it's happening, I'm going to pray. I'm going to ask God to get us out of it. Protect you, give you wisdom so you can say the right thing. The next word come out your mouth, let it be the meditation of your heart and the words of your mouth be acceptable to God. That's what I would pray while I see you in this thing that I can't do nothing about. Let's say you arguing with a man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's say you arguing with a man, but I know damn well you wrong because I seen it. To be like, no, that's wrong, babe. No, you wrong, babe. Stop. You wrong. He right. What do I look like? Correct. No, you wrong, T-double.
But afterwards,
stop.
But afterwards,
when we get in the car, once I get you calmed down and I get the situation settled and we in the car on the way home, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Fuck that nigga, but babe, for real, look at this. Look at it like this. I wouldn't even say, for real, you was wrong. But I would just show you what I see. I would show you what I see. You know what I'm saying? I would explain it the way I see it. I'd be like, that nigga was wrong, right? Because 9 times out of 10, he was wrong too somewhere.
Right.
So I would point out where he was wrong more so, right? But then at the same time, I was like, man, that nigga was wrong. Like, you know what, man? Fuck him. If I had a gun or if I was a man, I would have beat his ass. He would never come on my baby like that. My travel bag. But you know what, dog? I ain't even gonna lie. This part, I was like, dang, for real. I kind of felt them on this, but still, he don't have no motherfucker right coming on you like that. You know what I'm saying? I'ma still tell you the truth.
I can accept the real straightforward after it's over.
Like, that's what I'm saying. After it's over, I can
accept the real you. So I feel like it ain't even.
And if it's somebody that you actually care about, I feel like you a real enough nigga to where you might even call this person and be like, you know what, dog? Fuck you, but I was wrong, though.
I feel like I could do that. That's me.
And I know. That's why I fuck with him like that. Because you ain't always right. Especially we be in the moment. Anger is almost like a drug. You know what I'm saying? Animosity, negative energy. It snowballs. So if you don't have nobody to warm you up with love or to warm you up with wisdom or to warm you up with the spirit and the energy of God with positive energy, if all you doing is you in a cold space and your snowball is constantly rolling down the same hill, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you ain't gonna do nothing but possibly just explode. You gonna hit a wall, right? Because that person doing the same thing. They might be the snowball that you run into because they snowballing just like you is. Now y'all run into each other and explode. Both of y'all explode. Both of y'all in jail. One of you in jail. One of you dead. You know what I'm saying? But when you have that person, whether it be your best friend, your mama, your child, your wife, a coach, a teacher, you have somebody that you can go to and let them know, like, I'm snowballing, I'm angry and I can't stop, or I'm mad, I'm about to react, or this is happening. Or if you don't have the wisdom to know, even in the midst of an argument, I'm going to walk away, I'm going to run and go in the bathroom and call my anchor. It's important to have an anchor person. And I feel like when you covered by the blood of Jesus and when you are focused on God and tapped into him, he'll give you your anchor person. He'll make sure you have him. And I feel like that's what's wrong with Kanye, right? We talked about Kanye earlier. I feel like Kanye lost his anchor person when he lost his mom, right? And I feel like God tried to give him another anchor person in Amber Rose. And he allowed the enemy to come and distract him and take his man off of Amber and put his man off onto Kim Kardashian. And allegedly she's a Black Widow witch. You know what I'm saying? She just continued him down a path of destruction. And then once she seen that he was on a downward spiral, that it was gonna be very hard to pull him up and stop him from going down from, she jumped off. And now he just going with more and more people that's just helping him continue down. He needs somebody that is grounded in the Lord, that actually cares about him. And I think that, you know, at the time when they was together, I believe that Amber Rose was that for him. Because I believe she ended up being that for Wiz Khalifa. You know, hey, Alberta, I believe, am I saying your name right? Tell me yes or no in the comments, please. I love you. Thank you for clicking on this video. I feel like Kanye should have never left Amber Rose. And I feel bad at his mom, dad, but I feel like Amber Rose was a perfect match for him.
Disrupt other people. I feel like he would have just fucked her up.
I don't think so. I think she was strong enough. She would have helped him.
She was too focused on where she was going at the time that he was fucked up.
She didn't even know where she was going for real. Have you watched her?
Not with Shannon Sharp, but I seen a little bit of her before.
You did see it with Shannon Sharp because we watched it together.
Did I see that one? Yes. I know I seen some of her before.
Yes.
I don't see.
Yes, I believe he dropped that ball. I believe she was strong enough.
She was too on her trip. She was on her.
He got her on that trip for real. He found when he the one who she got a bigger name because she was with him.
But I still don't feel like, because listen, the thing is, now it's funny that we talk about this because this is the difference, what I feel like, between her and I feel like other people, like we talked about on previous episodes, like the girl who is Anthony Edwards' baby mama, also dog baby mama. Now Amber Rose was also a dancer and shit, right? You feel me? You put yourself in a space, all that. You put yourself in a space, but you fucked with a crazy. You genuinely fucked with dog. He wasn't
crazy yet. Nah, be for real. I
feel like he always was. It just wasn't like. No, he wasn't. To the people like that.
He wasn't crazy like that yet. He started to be crazy when he got with her. The first thing he did crazy, it was one of two. I can't remember which one came first, but they was real close together. And they really wasn't crazy. He just spoke truth to power. He was not scared to speak the truth. And I feel like that's why they came and cloned him in the way that we talk about clone, right?
Right.
I can't remember which came first. He said George Bush don't care about black people. And he said, hold on, I'm going to let you finish, Taylor Swift. But Beyonce had the best video of the year. When he did them two things, that was irrational. That was bipolar in a way. That was like, okay, a lot of people was probably thinking both of those things. But they wasn't going to say it on those big, huge platforms like he did. So people was looking at it like, okay, he don't have no off switch. Right. That's what bipolar is.
Right.
Bipolar, manic depression, he was manic on both of them episodes. To where when you manic, you think of something and you excited about it, your adrenaline go. But if you not manic, you have that off switch. You have that switch to tell you, okay, this might not be a good idea. But when you bipolar and you manic, that switch is broke.
You can't turn
it off. So you're going to do what make you feel good because you manic. Yeah. So you're going to do whatever make you feel good. Whatever seemed like the right thing at the time. You don't have that second guess. And it's the same with depression, though. That's why people end up killing themselves. Because,
Can't
I'm
stop
sorry,
it.
unaliving yourself.
Because you can't stop it.
Because you can't stop it. You had that thought like, man, this is so bad. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be here no more. I'm just about to stop. I'm just about to quit. And you end up doing something, God rest his soul, like my sister baby daddy, and jumping off the bridge
before you really thought about
downtown.
Because you ain't really.
I mean, not jumping off the bridge, but jumping over into the water downtown.
Wasn't nothing that was gonna stop you from doing it. You ain't had no turn off.
You don't have that turn off. You don't have that turn off.
But okay, so what?
And I believe Kanye is manic depressive, but he purposefully ain't getting diagnosed. Or he's not telling us that he's been diagnosed because they can't tell us because HIPAA laws. You know what I'm saying? So he'd rather tell you that he was essaying his little cousin or his cousin, because we don't know if he older or younger or what. We don't know if the cousin introduced him to it or if he
said he introduced that. That's why he said he felt good.
He said they was watching it together. They was looking at the magazines together or the movies together, right?
Right, but he said he the one who introduced. That's why he felt guilty about it.
Oh,
I don't know how old he was. You're right. I don't know how old the cousin was. I just know Kanye was 6 to 14. He never spoke about
6
to 14, but he was. So that would make me think the cousin had to been probably a little bit younger or same age.
A little bit older.
But you showing him something? Like, how you showing him something he don't know about? Well, that's possible because y'all is only 6, 7.
Let's say if he's 7, 8, right?
7, 8.
And you the one who found it. You cool. You feeling like, or even say if you 6 and he 10. Let's be for real. And let's say he's 6 and he 10. He found it. He gonna show it like, oh, look what I found. He thinking that this getting him cool points with his big cousin. The big cousin already on some bullshit.
Because I'm gonna tell you, because he specified this part. You gotta pay attention. He said that his pops had some videos, but he found the magazines or some shit that was in his mama shit, and those were different. So I feel like his cousin probably seen the straight
rainbow shit.
His mom had the bingo, the LGBTQ. His cousin already probably had seen the regular one.
Right.
But when he went in there and seen this, like, cuz, look at this. These is the two of us, bro.
We can do it too.
Like, shit, look, I can do. Bingo. And I feel like if you pay attention, he said that specifically, like, his mom had the different kinds. And I'm like, what else would a woman have different kinds? It's same old same. LGBTQ. Yeah. So, and I'm like, that's what it had to be.
Or it might have even been like an orgy where it was like, everybody together and maybe not just one-on-one, but whatever.
Or he could have seen two of woman-on-woman.
Two good, right.
And they're like, they can. You know what I'm saying? You young. You 6. You don't know absolutely shit. You hear me? Nothing.
We're going to mimic what we seeing on the tape. I'm so grateful I ain't seen no tapes that age, but I had motherfuckers telling me, because they probably seen the tapes.
I mean, tapes.
You know what I'm saying? I had family members that was a little bit older than me that had already seen the tapes that told me, like, look, let's do this. You ever did this? Let's try it. It's going to make you older. And unfortunately, when I was young, my goal was to be older. Like...
I mean, everybody was.
I wanted to be grown, and I don't.
When you was young, you wanted to be older. Everybody wanted to do that. That was a thing that everybody wanted to do.
Definitely.
Yeah, you do that because I'm definitely about to talk some stuff about you because, yeah, sure enough, because I want to put two people in a similar situation because I feel like that. Amber Rose and Baby Girl are too similar. Amber Rose put herself in situations around millionaires as well. She dated Wiz Khalifa, Kanye West. She put herself in a situation from a nobody. She didn't have to have babies and try to get somebody money to be in a spotlight. And that's what I mean when I say you put yourself in this situation because that's what you wanted. The difference is Amber Rose got with niggas and she genuinely fucked with them. But she put herself in this situation from a nobody. You put yourself in a situation from a dancer, whatever you are, a porn star, whatever, you know what I'm saying, adult entertainer, whatever you are, you put yourself in this situation and you became noticeable by people 7 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures. You put yourself in this room with these people. You're not looking to get the ups on these people. You're genuinely looking to say, hey, I like you. She dated fucking Kanye West. I like you. Then turned around and dated Wiz Khalifa. Genuinely, I like you. It wasn't about a money play. So what I mean when you put yourself around people with money and hunt money, that's what you're doing. Say, like,
is we going back to this same broke ass conversation?
No, I was just saying that since we brought Amber Rose up in a situation, I would just wanted to reiterate about that. But I said that's why I waited until you left. But now next, yeah, I said what I had to say about it because I just want to just be touching on my ends because I don't just be saying because you try to make it seem like I just said she was chasing the money without knowing.
I didn't say nothing about money and Amber Rose.
I'm not talking about her. Yeah, that's why I'm not talking about her.
We going back to 3 episodes ago?
No, it don't matter. We touched down back for the first episode. Nostalgia. Okay, that's what you gotta know. But yeah. Okay. If that's the case, okay, but so no, I was just saying my piece. That was it. We was done. Now next.
Okay, I'll see it in the replay. That's fine. Can we move right along?
Mm-hmm. That's what we've been doing.
Shout out to Cash Doll and Zadarius. I love them. First of all, I love his name. Let's just start there. Darius, like I love his mama. Like what convinced her to name him that? I love that. That is so different and black in Detroit, even though he ain't even from here. Like that sounds like some Detroit shit. Zadarius, man, I love him and I love her, and I'm so glad they're together. And I wish them nothing but love, peace, prosperity, cover their relationship with the blood of Jesus. Lord, let the Lions re-sign him so he can stay in Detroit and, they don't have to do no whole bunch of extra traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that probably gonna happen though. But I mean, we can wish for it. But they signed. Aiden Hutchinson is supposed to be coming back, and we draft Boise State. He's actually
white,
the first Egyptian to ever be drafted to the NFL. Shout out to him. He's Egyptian.
That's what's up. So he black.
First ever. There's no Egyptian in the NFL. He's the first ever Egyptian.
That's dope. Yeah, so. Shout out to him.
Shout out to the Lions for it.
Shout out to the Lions, y'all. Go watch my solo video on my GN Checking In TV podcast. GN Checking In TV YouTube channel. And watch me. I got my Lions jersey on. You know what I'm saying? I love the Lions.
Yeah, man. Shout out to those guys.
And I love the Motor City Tigers. Y'all just to be on the lookout and understand that they come for the championship.
That's what you gotta know.
That's what you better fucking know.
It's on the hunt. It's a ring on the way somewhere in there. And if you don't know, you gonna know somewhere.
Period.
In there.
Period.
Stay tuned.
Because he want a ring bad as fuck.
Bad. I don't even want to tell you how bad. I don't even want to explain.
And I want him to have it. He deserve it. He has put in blood, sweat, and tears to this motherfucking game.
Yeah.
I
got a little bit.
And I deserve to see him get it. So he deserved to get it. I deserve to see him get it.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited.
I got a couple more blood, sweat, and tears to shed.
And we want 2. Matter of fact, we want him to get it. And then we want to see Junior get it.
Absolutely. On the way. Absolutely.
In the little league championship.
I love it.
And then in the NFL, give him the Lombardi.
Yeah. See,
the Heisman and the Lombardi. When I found out my baby didn't like unicorns no more, bro, I was done with what?
Story time real quick. One of my high school friends. My boy, Mr. Jones, what we're going to call him. His last name was Jones.
Mike Jones.
If you ever see this, my boy, you know who you are. My boy, Jones.
Thanks for subscribing, Jones.
If you ever see it, right? We played for Northwestern High School. My boy, I'm talking about when I say football to the T, like dress, like I'm talking about every football game that came out, he had it before it came out, pre-ordered. We was at his house.
The video game.
Video games. We was playing.
Was there another football game before Madden? What was it called?
Techno Ball. That was the first ever football game came out. That was a classic. People will still get together and play that right now. If you know about Techno Ball, let me, you know what I'm saying?
Leave us a comment.
Let me hear how much you liked it. Tell me. Techno Ball was probably one of the best football games ever. It was the first one out. But anyway, my boy Jones, Mr. Jones, man. I'm talking about some of that's what we did. He had one of the biggest cribs. His uncle was there. That was one of the biggest cribs. We get there, play games all fucking day. I'm talking about this nigga was so smooth with it. He would go and adjust the nigga's attributes. And when he go and before we play and he get the subbing in niggas that don't even play, and you get to thinking like, bro, how the fuck you subbing in all the second string ass niggas, the thirst? These niggas ass. No. They really good because he swooped them up. Because we only playing on his game. Like, he swooped them up. Like, this my dog. Unless he swooped them up and he got his shit. But I'm like, man, this nigga crazy.
Because y'all ain't know. Like,
we didn't know. Like, we don't play because this his system. Right. So he done swooped them up on. So we get our team. So we think he get his team, and he all right. Hold on, real quick. He about to put his niggas in. He putting all the niggas in. That's good. We ain't know. You know what I'm saying? About to play. This nigga popping everybody. I'm talking about eat 21 zip easy before halftime. If he playing 4 people, at least 2 of them niggas 21 zip. At least if you score, you get at least getting beat by 21. If you score.
Because he cheated.
Exactly.
Cheating the freaking Pistons and how they cheated the Lions.
Yeah, that's what they do. They cheat Detroit sports.
Man. Tired of y'all hoes.
We need to fucking start boycotting referees or something, man.
Boycott them.
Fuck that. We're in Detroit sports. Let us pick our own referees from here on out. Anything that's in Detroit, let us pick our own refs. I don't give a fuck if our refs from Detroit.
And they're not. And they're not gonna let us do that.
Oh shit!
It sound good, but they're not gonna
need to because why the fuck y'all keep cheating us? Everybody
because they getting paid.
Everybody saying they cheating us. It's blatant to everybody. Like it's just Stevie Wonder know they cheating us. He seen it.
Stop it.
Like come on, like man, y'all can't keep doing that. And I feel like that's weak. Like that's all so bad. Why they don't like Detroit so much? Why? But you know what? Whether they don't like us or not, Detroit on the come up, man. Shout out to all Detroit sports. Detroit on the come up. That's every sport in Detroit, man. Shout out to them, man. Every sport. Hey, y'all Michigan Panthers, y'all gotta calm down. Y'all can't be smacking people. Seen a video of Michigan Panthers, y'all smacking people in the audience. Stop doing that. Don't do that.
On purpose?
Yeah. He smacked the man that was leaning over the counter. Listen, you gotta learn to be professional.
And he fired or something?
I don't know because I don't know if all seen it, but it was a video of it that's circulating. A Michigan Panther smacked a fan. The fan was leaning over from the stands talking, and the man reached up and smacked him. He reached up and smacked him. Listen, get professional.
Playing.
You can
just like
never,
stop playing.
You can never do that in no level of professional NFL. No. So you obviously gotta not be looking to get to the next level. Because the next level, people are gonna talk all the time. That's what they're gonna do. Your job is to ignore. Your job is to perform. Your job is to entertain. You don't put your hands on people. That's a case. You go to jail for that. Let's not do that. Let's be a professional athlete. Because even people lower tiers than you have to put on professional athletic type of gestures.
Exactly.
We have to act like professionals and semi-pro. We don't even get paid. Not saying that everybody does it, but that's what people expect. Mm-hmm. So for you to expect that from the lowest tier, we definitely expect that from you when you get
y'all is the role models of the future. Stop playing with me, Smokey.
Be the bigger person. Don't put your hands on people.
So this is what I was trying to say earlier, but I got distracted. No shade. Pivot, right? Because I don't want to forget. That I was talking about putting neighbor back in neighborhoods, right? And here's the thing. When I was young, we used to have to walk to school, and so that way, right? As you walking, you run into other families walking too, right? So when I tell you, I knew people in houses on each side of the street for at least a mile down. From Mac to Warren, I knew somebody at least every 5-6 houses to where, God forbid, something happened to me, I could run on their porch and knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. And they knew who you was.
Even if I just knew their kid, I might not have known the parents. But if I knock on the door and the kid would be like, oh, no, that's such and such, we watch school. She be, you know what I'm saying? That's her down the street. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that no more. Yeah. Kids is so isolated. People is so mad your own business because I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? Parents, we need to put the neighbor back in neighborhood so that we can watch out for each other.
Parents are so, don't say nothing to my kid before they find out what's the problem. And I feel like
but I understand that because you got manipulators, you got predators, you got people that could use certain things. Like, case in point, a person who might see your kid doing something they ain't got no business, knowing damn well if your mama find out, you're going to get in trouble. I could use that now as a predator. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this or I'm going to tell your mama.
Also, right.
And you already don't want your mama to know.
Also, right. And this is what, and I understand that, right? So all I'm trying to come to is that it becomes a situation where it's communication. Because also in that same form, as you find out when that happens, I feel like the thing is, you about to tell me where you was at. Or I'm speaking on as far as we talking neighborhood. I feel like neighbors should tell on kids. So first and foremost, if you see my kid from anywhere, you should be telling. Oh, yo, baby, I see your.
A predator not gonna tell. A predator that's where we go. Baby and sneak her in the back door and not tell you.
That's where we gonna understand the difference at. You know what I'm saying? This is putting a neighbor back in neighborhood. We don't know the predators. Why?
But that's the thing. Because don't nobody know each other. And that's what I'm saying.
Nobody is saying nothing at all. Even the people who do got genuine feelings are not saying nothing. How can you separate? Communication. If somebody is calling telling, hey, I don't know if you know, but your baby over here, and I just seen her, and I just said I'm about to call your mama. That's all I told her, and I called you right now. I see her right here at this location. If somebody is doing that, opposed to, it's like, damn, okay, if you doing that, and I know the motherfucker at the corner that she had to pass by this nigga house, and he ain't saying shit, you kind of decipher. You got to do homework too. As a parent, ain't nothing easy. It's no manual because ain't no kid different. Ain't no kid the same. No two kids the same.
Absolutely.
So it's no manual. So your parenting skills only go with the kid that you have. That's as far as it goes. So with that being said, you see another kid, of course you don't know how to handle this kid because you don't know this kid. So your very first thing should be alerting somebody that knows this kid. Hey, yo, did you know? Shit, because I don't know this kid.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know if this is right, if they doing this shit the right way. I'm just letting you know this is what I see. That is a lot of things in one.
Or matter of fact, I know it's not right. I don't know if you know about it.
It looked like it ain't right to me.
Because I had that happen before.
It looked like it ain't right.
I seen one of my close friends' daughter doing too much on Instagram, and I had to call her and tell her. And she didn't even know she had an Instagram.
It looked like it ain't right, so I'm going to say something. And that's the thing.
But right? And I didn't care if the little girl didn't like me, never no more.
Because
my loyalty is to God and to your mama because that's my friend.
Listen. They say protect and serve is for the police. No, protect and serve is for the people. We really protecting and serving without actually getting out. We don't have to get out here and wear a gun and say, "Hey, yo, put your hands up."
The eyes
freeze.
and ears. Be the eyes and ears.
And a voice. Eyes, ears, and a voice. Yeah. That's all it takes.
Right now it's April. Teach your kids financial literacy. It's financial literacy month. It's essay and child abuse awareness month. It's a lot of awareness months. Google it. I'll come back tomorrow and give a rundown. But if you're watching this video right now and I don't have them all, chalk it to my head, not my heart, and go check them out. Leave me a comment below which one is more sacred or more important to you. So yeah, that was fun. I got something else I want to do after you.
I want to take a moment. I probably took a little too long. I wanted Vicky Valancourt to be here. I want to take a moment. I want to shout out a big shout out to this person. This person is making big moves. I personally wanted to just do this segment myself. It was a surprise segment. Nobody knew. I want a big shout out to this person. This person is making big moves. This person's been on the radio lately. This person is probably going to have radio segments. This person is your one and only, your hostess with the mostest, Jen checking in. Shout out to her because if you want to check her out, she has been on the radio. And she probably will be doing a radio segment on the regular. She didn't know that we were doing this, so I want to give her a chance to let you guys.
Oh my God, bro. I just knew we were talking about something, but I was like, who is...
So I want to give her a chance to let you guys know where we'll be if she's doing so. But big shout out to her for representing Time to Talk It Out on the actual radio station. Big shout out.
Yes. First of all, shout out to my girl, Crystal. I was on AM 1460. AM 1460. You can Google the app that you can listen to it on, or you can listen to it on your radio. Excuse me, she have the Women's Hour every Wednesday. And I'm excited about last week. You could watch, the replay was on today, as a matter of fact. The replay was on today, and I'm grateful for the relationships and the connections that I have gained over the years, because they, are beneficial for my daughter. They're beneficial for me and my endeavors. And I'm just grateful that I could, at the very least, be a testimony, be a blessing to them, to just let everybody know. Miss Crystal, I met her. She was my first worker, first of all. And if you know, you know. Them ladies be real mean. They be acting like that you getting the money out their pocket.
Absolutely, you ain't lying.
Miss Crystal wasn't like that. She was like...
Shout out to Miss Crystal. Shout out to your station. We love you here. We love you.
You VIP. First of all, you VIP in my life anyways, because you've always been a mentor and a supporter of mine, even before I started doing any of this. But big ups to you, especially for shooting with us in the gym, Miss Crystal.
We love you.
Okay. Yes, she loves us. She loves you, T-Double.
I had to do a moment of a shout out. I snuck that in. I'm sorry. I was supposed to do that earlier. Hopefully, you watch later and see.
Yeah, she will. She's so sweet. I love her.
I was supposed to do that. Big ups to
Listen,
her radio teaming up. We love it. We very greatly appreciate it. And we just definitely, we just want to we're here to keep it up. We're going to keep it up for you guys. We just appreciate. We just want you guys to just stay tuned. It's big events coming up. We got a real big event coming up soon.
August 3rd.
August the 3rd.
Mayfield Diversity Park. I rode past today. It's a beautiful park. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to be under the tent. We're going to have the whole park. But you are more than welcome to come. Bring your barbecue grill. Get in where you fit in.
Absolutely.
Bring your kids.
Greenfield Diversity Park. Mansfield Diversity Park.
What did I say?
You said Mayfield or something. She was close, but no, I wasn't. Just to be correct, Mansfield Diversity. Yeah. But it's very So it's a book bag giveaway. Bring your kids. Come out. It's a place game.
Bring your book bag. Bring your book bags. Cash App. We're gonna have a Cash App available. Cash, because whatever.
We're accepting all donations.
We're accepting all donations. Clothes, toiletries. Because whatever we don't pass out in the book bags that day, we're gonna send to the Garden of Hope Center Orphanage, and it's near Nairobi, Kenya, in Ngong, Ngong, Kenya. Absolutely. That is an organization that is close to our hearts. Absolutely. I have been there personally with the Detroit Youth Choir. I have sat and hugged and loved on them kids. Absolutely. And when I tell you, they are so sweet and grateful, and it's worth it. Okay, so bring your gently used and clean clothes or brand new
whatever
clothes.
You have to donate financial coats, book bags, school supplies,
they don't need no clothes. It's Africa.
Jackets, you never know.
Maybe like a raincoat.
You never know.
Raincoat.
It's something that we can do with any product.
Yeah, because if you bring us a coat, we're going to give it to a person.
Something that we can use with any product.
I want y'all to know that.
Any product. Certain stuff will be donated to certain places, but any product we can use as far as donation. It's a give back moment. We're giving back, and this is just the first. So this is the first, and there will be plenty more. Sponsored by Time to Talk It Out. There will be plenty more. So stay tuned, and we would greatly appreciate if you guys attend every event, any event. What you know what I'm saying? If you can make it, just show up.
Go ahead, just pull up.
Just show up. The support.
Shoot with us in the gym.
Yeah, the support is crazy. When we
and make sure you
keep it 100. You gotta keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
So, because we ain't accepting nothing less. Okay.
If you there are some inquiries about the event. We have contests and stuff going on. We need judges. We need participants in the contests. So if you want to inquire about being a judge or a contestant, let us know. Comment. Let us know. We'll inbox you, get with you.
Comment, subscribe.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
I'm gonna attempt to encourage T-Double to tape another time. I would like for us to go twice a week. Hey, Monica girl. So I'm gonna do my best.
She working.
If he don't want to do twice a week, we'll go once a week, and then I'll go by myself once a week.
She working with the twice a week. What you guys think? Is twice a week too much?
No.
Like, I don't know where are we doing this at?
Hey, Monica girl.
What's the next day? This is new to me. I don't even know nothing about this. Like twice a week. When did this happen? What's the other day? I know nothing about this. Like,
we're gonna Google. We're gonna find out. You just be open and willing to.
We probably get a long session and a short session.
Like I say, if he don't want to tape twice a week, me and him will tape once. I'll tape once, and we'll break the segments down to where it'll drag out the whole week.
No.
Because our goal is to get to 1K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
So I'm trying to figure out. So y'all don't want me on the show or something? Like, is y'all trying to? I think y'all in cahoots. Y'all all in cahoots. Y'all trying to get me out of here or something. What's going on with y'all, man? What I do to y'all, man? Why y'all trying to get me out of here? I don't know. Why y'all trying to just be like that to me? You feel me? Y'all trying to, oh man.
What?
Y'all trying to get me out of here, man. Shooting with y'all too. I was the one shooting the threes. I made some of them. I ain't make enough. I made some. Coach, I could get better. Just let me shoot some more. I can get better. They telling me I ain't making enough threes back here or something.
First of all, ain't nobody told you nothing like that.
They tell me I ain't making enough.
You don't want to talk all of the same type of tea that I want to talk. I'm a lady. Despite popular belief.
So,
I'm a real lady. Like,
listen,
I would show y'all, but they might ban us off of everything. Riverside, YouTube.
Listen.
Despite the fact that this video is not made for kids.
I'm trying to find something that I can find the most common excuse for to say. You know what? Right here, right. You ever been on the phone with somebody and you be like, you know what? And y'all, cause y'all been talking, whatever. You might have called this person. You know what I'm saying? Cause you genuinely, you might have missed this person. You're like, I just wanted to catch up on some shit. Boom, y'all talking. Before you say something, boom, you say, ask a couple questions, boom, y'all catch up real quick. One pause before you already know what you about to ask, but before you can even, because you paused, before you can even get to what you about to say, they're like, shit, all right, look, I'm about to shit, let me charge my phone real quick because I'm about to call you right back. The most common some shit that somebody can say to try to make it feel like I'm not trying to get off the phone with you, but I'm just doing this because I can't stay on the phone with you and do this at the same time. That's the most common answer that you just gave me to feel like, nah, like you all right, but you know what I'm saying? It's just that it's this. You all right, but it's just that it's this.
You be all right. I don't even know you playing.
Y'all trying to get me out of here.
Because I'm about to be. I had a channel 4 years before we started doing this.
I'm about to be Denzel Washington.
Did I not?
I'm about to be Denzel Washington.
Did I not have a channel for like 4 years? Do I need to pull up my oldest video on Jen Checking In TV?
What Denzel say?
Anyways, moving right along.
He said, I'm trying. He said, you think you gonna do this to me?
He playing.
You think you? He said, Pelican Bay. How you motherfuckers like Pelican Bay? Shoot program. Fucking time. He said, wait, what did he say? No, it was crazy on motherfucking training day. That's my shit. I gotta go back and watch it because he went crazy on that one part. Motherfucking Pelican Bay shoot program. That nigga said, you locked down 23 hours, some shit. I can't say how he said it. I gotta go back because I gotta see it. But dog is tweaking on there. But that's what I want to tell y'all, Denzel. If I could squeeze that in, we're gonna squeeze that in. But if I can't find it,
listening to you. Did you have something else you wanted to talk about? Because if not, we wrapping it up. We can put episode 12 in the books and be proud.
No, one last thing. I'm gonna shout out to the 10-year-old that made 2 books, and then he some with the Pistons to the point where they helped him with his 3rd book. 10-year-old Detroit boy actually teams up with the Pistons to publish his 3rd book. George has officially reached his 3rd book. I Can Work in Sports, created and collaborated with the Detroit Pistons.
Congratulations to the whole family.
Absolutely. He got 2
books. Because I know firsthand how it's a family effort.
He got 2 books before that.
Woo!
He making big moves at a young age, and I like to see it. Just creativity, creativity within a kid, whatever your thing is, whatever. I love to see it. I mean, and a kid is good, but it don't matter what age. I just love to see creativity. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. That's just the ending for me. And you know what? It's episode 12 for you guys.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm so proud of you, black man.
I'm proud of you.
We're proud of y'all for sticking with us, hanging with us, shooting with us in the gym.
And there's more to come. We would like for you guys to let us know if there's anything specifically that you would like to see. Anything specifically that you would like for us to touch, topics within things that during episodes, maybe once in every few. We are adding things along the way. What's that? Go ahead.
I was just thinking we're going to add this feature to where we can have other people come in, like, via Zoom.
We are. Yeah.
We're gonna start incorporate other videos and making it a little more entertaining. Like, we understand.
So, from you guys, we would like to know
suggestions.
Adding people, what kind of topics would you like for us to go into during adding people? Like, what kind of people would you like? Certain people that are into music, certain people that are into poetry, certain people that are out of the country. Like, do you want to see how certain people live? Like, what is it that you guys would like to inquire about that will help us pick the people that we want to bring onto the show? That's very entertaining.
That's most important than likes, shares, and subscribers. Even though the more you like, the more you share, the more you subscribe, the more people we get in front of.
Absolutely. So it's all a movement, and
thank you so much.
It's a community effort.
Thank you, guys, and thank you.
We're
doing
okay, and we're doing this all as one.
Yes.
We're one with you guys.
I love you,
and we want you guys to know that at any time, at every time, we want to make things possible for everyone to kind of put a hand in. Everyone to
get to know 3 people on your block between here and at least a quarter mile. Because I knew at least 1 or 2 people every 4 or 5 houses.
Get to know 3 people on each side.
Yeah, get to know 3 people on each side of your block.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it up. We love you guys, and we really appreciate.
Yeah, because I already took a halfway nap while y'all was here.
We really appreciate you guys for tuning in, for shooting in the gym. We love you guys.
May the Lord watch between me and thee while we have someone from another.
Absolutely. Deuce. Amen.